ever.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
This year.
All right. Let's do this podcast so we can get out of here, man, because we are not doing no 3 hours or nothing like that. I'm sluggish, B. I should have went to the liquor store and got some.
4 people.
Got a Red Bull or something and flicked it up. Flicked it up, B. All right, let's do this. Yo, take this podcast, episode 230. George Greg back in the building. Ay. Appreciate everybody who likes, subscribes, shares, all that good stuff with the podcast. Remember, we have on the website, thesneakdis.com, listener suggestions. We have got quite a bit of those suggestions. Some of them, good. Some of them bad. We haven't gotten to like a lot of them, A lot of them by the time, we get them. I'll tell you this, a lot of them that we do get from you guys, we've already talked about. Like we've talked about a lot of times. Somebody suggested doing a top 10 like Nike ads, commercials things, which we've done that. I can't remember which episode it was on, but we did that with, I think Johnny Gonzalez was on an episode long time ago. That's how long ago it was. I think Johnny Gonzalez was on that one.
There's one that keeps popping up on Instagram, or on Twitter. Is this the best ad of all time? I can't remember which one it was. Because it's definitely not, it's good. Oh, Uncle Drew. Okay. Uncle Drew is good. It's not the best one of all time. You new people need to relax.
Was there a Uncle Drew Nike ad? I don't remember Uncle Drew. I'm a Pepsi and all that.
He was playing basketball in the park.
I thought that was just all Pepsi and Cheetos or something.
Whatever I saw said, is this the best Nike ad of all time?
Oh, okay.
So
anytime I've ever see that Nike ad all the time, it's always the LeBron in the pool with he's dressed up like the old man and he's like young LeBron and you know that one. He didn't he do Uncle Drew basically before Uncle Drew did Uncle Drew? He was like, he was like old man, and it was him, then like a younger version or whatever. But so we always get a lot of top 10s, top 5s, stuff like that we've done a lot.
There's no way Uncle Drew is #1 overall. It might not even be top 10.
No, it's not even top 10. Not Nike ad. There is some Nike ads. The one that came out this past year just for COVID might be in the top 10. That might be one of them.
Stuff changing from one screen to the next screen.
Oh yeah, that
somebody dive and it turns into another person.
That was incredible.
It's fire. But I'm talking like Bo Jackson and Michael Jordan and Ken Griffey Jr. and
Agassi, all of them. I haven't seen
even when they brought Kobe and LeBron dolls out. Those were fire.
Do they still make Nike posters? Remember like Bo Jackson posters and Agassi posters on our wall? Remember the Bo nose?
Not.
I remember
they make them for stores, but it's not like a poster. It's like a like a digital.
Oh yeah. Well, I went to I was at Walmart and they still had them things you flip and the posters be hanging up in them. Remember those?
Yeah, you saw what?
They still had those in there. Now I didn't see any
I haven't seen one of those in.
Most of them were like Taylor Swift.
The last time I saw one of those was Warehouse Music, man.
Okay. Remember the ones that it used to be a crazy graphic and you had to get real close and lean back a little bit.
Damn, so you can't even roll on this carpet. So what's up with this place? Huh?
So you can see the visible. I'm assuming the carpet is for acoustics. I don't know what it's for.
Has to be.
I don't know, man. I don't know if y'all could tell in the video. The studio is a little different. You can see George and I.
Now, B.
George and I, we never ever use these arms.
Hey.
It looks like the arms might work out, I guess. They seem to be okay. It wouldn't work out.
Hey.
It wouldn't work out. If somebody walked by, where the curtains at? Somebody walked by a homeless man or somebody crazy walked by, they might start throwing rocks at us. Now, this wouldn't work if we had 4 people in here because I wouldn't know where
I found the most craziest location, well, besides down the street from work, I found the craziest location for just people. I'm not gonna throw anyone on the bus. The craziest location for because I don't dislike homeless people. You know what I mean? A lot of people dislike homeless people. I don't dislike them. I'm just when I'm trying to do something, I just be like, fam, just leave me alone. I'm trying to do something.
It depends. Dislike is strong though. They start, if
I'm just riding and I don't have nothing and I'm not trying to go nowhere, trying to do nothing, and you
mess with you how?
Try to come to the car
or talking crazy.
Do whatever.
Asking.
Okay, that's different. I'm just saying people loiterers. I don't mind loiterers if I'm just Sunday drive in the park, or whatever you call it, yes. Easy Sunday morning. But if I got somewhere to go, get out of my way,
I just hate when I walk out. When we work downtown, and you get a streak of homeless people. So if I have a bad streak of them, because I used to always, I would order my coffee extra hot just in case I got to hit one in the face with it. But I remember I got a bagel from Sticklers. Man, I ain't been to work in so long. Sticklers. And I remember I just walked out with the bagel, and the homeless man goes, "Yo, you gonna eat that?" And I said, "I just bought this." He said, "Kiss my A." I was like, "Yo, for what?" Like, yo, I was heated. And that day I was super mad. But then that homeless man, remember that homeless man? Oh, one time I was walking with some coworkers. Remember I told you that homeless man? It was a black dude. He called me the N-word. He called me the real one. And I was like, "I'm gonna come back for you, fam." I've seen that cat came back, ripped his backpack off, and threw it on top of this building, threw it in this tree. I was like, "Yeah, I told you to come get you." I felt bad after I did
I ain't messing with homeless people during COVID. I mean, I've already had COVID.
Well, not now. Yes, I ain't chasing nobody down now.
But see, it's not only like COVID, like it just makes you realize everything else. That's hepatitis, anything else that people have.
No.
Like,
I don't mess with
there's no, like the whole thing that I always think about. Like people want to argue about like it's just the flu. Like, fam, if you knew 4 people on the elevator had the flu, would you get on the elevator with if it's just the flu? Would you voluntarily get on the elevator? Like, you know what I mean? People that say, like, I'm not wearing a mask, I'm not doing this. Like, fam, you don't want the flu either, right? So why would you want this? That's like the argument that has never made sense to me.
I just don't understand how people haven't noticed that, like, it affects something different. Like, shout out to, I think his name was Deo, podcaster here.
Oh, people just get their news. Oh, I shouldn't even call it news, but people just get their information different places. That's why people have not acknowledged that fact.
Yeah, but like there's a podcaster here and he died within like 6 days of getting it. Like he's a podcaster in Glendale and he does a podcast with his wife. I think her name was like Deo and Tito show or something. I read about it on Fox News. I seen it on Instagram. I follow them on Instagram. And I think I read the article where they like family kind of didn't take it as serious or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But man, I was like, dang, he got diagnosed like the day before Christmas and was done like 6 days. Like I was like, man, that's crazy. You know? But anyways, not to be a downer for everybody. Pickups, George. You got any pickups? Anything? Oh, actually, you do. Actually.
White undefeated 97. I got that one. I got that one before I got all the other.
You didn't even say you got it.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't?
Oh, I posted on Twitter, I assume.
Oh, you didn't tell the thread. The thread is where it matters.
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
No, you posted. You said you got votes.
I got 2.
Wait, did you get UCLA's in your size?
Hmm?
You keeping them?
They're already gone.
Did it sell for a good amount?
I think I made $50.
Why you didn't keep those?
Because I'm already in 1,000. Assuming undefeated ships the other ones, I'm already in 1,000 on that.
Oh, that's right. I
need to be able to get rid of that stuff first.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting FaceTime by my sister-in-law. Give me a second. It's probably her son. Probably find Cortez to play soccer. Play Fortnite. He's not connected.
Damn, you still got to open those right there. I need to see.
I need to see them too. I haven't looked at them yet either. I was like, I'm gonna do it on a video, on a live unboxing.
Let's unbox it.
What else you get?
That's it. Air Max undefeated 97 and 2 pairs of the Jordan 1 Volt Gold or whatever.
In your size?
Yeah.
You got 2 12s? Ooh, somebody.
I was hoping one of them was a 12 and a half. Yes.
Are you keeping one of those?
Nah.
You don't like it?
I wanted to actually.
I will say the more I see it,
Hannah texted me like, "Oh, I dropped them off at the UPS store."
They're already gone too?
Yeah, I was like, I kind of wanted to see those, but I didn't say anything. I was like, all right, I appreciate it.
Must be nice, man. You got the wife drop the stuff off.
I didn't even think well, she's working from home, so it's a little bit easier. Like on your lunch break, it's right down the street. But no, like I didn't even know I had the label printed out to ship it yet. And I guess I did because they're all gone, all 3 pairs. Well, I was like, I just needed this. By the way, StockX, if y'all, this is anyone from StockX who's listening to this podcast right now, not Don, because I know Don is the homie, I'm yelling at him.
They having some problems.
If y'all don't stop sending me those emails like, you're late, you're going to get 15% charge. If y'all don't stop sending me the emails, I swear to God, I'm going to wherever the IT team is, and I'm slapping everyone in the IT team in the building. I'm tired of those emails. I got an email today. It wouldn't have to be shipped until today, which means UPS stores until 7 p.m. Pacific time. I understand StockX is in Detroit. Detroit's on Central time, I believe. Or no, actually East Coast time. I understand. But if you have a center in Arizona, and don't they got one in California too?
StockX?
What's that face?
London.
Anything that got to do with the show?
No, man. I put a bid on eBay on some shoes, and it's like, the guy canceled it. How do you cancel someone's bid unless he sold it? Anyways, I think there's one in London, maybe California. I don't know.
how do you give someone till the end of the day? Like the email was like, if this doesn't ship in 12 hours, I'm like, fam, you sent me an email saying the deadline is passed, and then you're like, in the email it says, so 12 hours. Leave me alone.
Soon as you print the thing off, it's like
yeah, I sold a shoe on Sunday or Saturday, like at 8 p.m., whatever it was. Number one, at 8 p.m. on Saturday, everything's closed. Sunday, everything's closed. Now you want people to ship it by Tuesday? Cool, I'll ship it on Tuesday. You can't send me an email saying it's past the deadline. Bro, I sent a strongly worded email back. I don't care.
See, I thought
they probably didn't read it.
I thought you were talking about the one emails they be sending like, yo, we thinking about you. Go ahead and cop the new Jordan 1s today.
Oh, no, they can ask my D on that too.
Ones. See, I hate those ones when they owe you money.
They send stuff that says just drop. No, fam. It didn't just drop. Number one, it's been on your website for about a month. It's been on your website a month already.
Go be doing that too. I don't like those.
It didn't drop. You're not selling shit for retail, fam. Get out my mentions. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, they not paying. They tripping on Andy with those
oh yeah.
Whatever. And then the homie Rick sent something. They told him like his stuff is fake. Not fake, but like, yeah, basically like trying to say it's fake because like it's a European one. But like the shoe says 10, the box says 10, but like the stamp in the shoe, the sticker or something, they put an 11. So they're like, nah, this is weird. So he heated about that. But
I saw his tweet, but I didn't know what it was about specifically.
Oh, so I didn't see
you didn't know the difference between 10 US and 11 UK. Whatever, vice versa, whatever. Yeah, like.
Shout out to the homie Rick. Is that all you got? Nothing else?
I think so.
No hats? I don't know why you
I did buy
that.
a hat, but I'm wait till it comes before I say what it is. I'm a word on
Where you get it from? Skate?
It's a Negro League hat.
Oh, I had Skate pick me up some hats.
Nah, because they haven't released anything at that store that I wanted recently. Like, the only hats I wanted was that gray one that's made out of the Carhartt material that from My Fitteds that sold out. They call it like Snowpack or whatever.
I called it Dirty Snow.
No, if it was just wool, I wouldn't care. But, fam, they made it in Carhartt material. That's kind of dope. Like,
I thought it was missed out. Reflective.
I think the bottom. I think this.
I thought the whole hat was.
No. You smoking?
Oh, I was like,
I think this is, and I mean, I don't even. That's dumb. I would prefer they all be green. To me, in my opinion, all under visors should be green.
Green or pink to me.
I don't like that.
Or gray. What? You crazy?
I mean, on some hats, it looks all right. Like the black hat that I have, where like it's like a white LA, and then some pink is put into that like sombrero logo. Okay, pink under visor is cool, but like some colors, yeah. Purple and pink don't need to be. You could just do purple and green. It's fine. If you do a purple hat, now black and pink, but where there's like a actual contrast, okay, cool. But some of that stuff, fam, chill out, man. But yeah, I did cop a hat.
I don't know why you won't cop that Red Raiders hat.
The what?
The Red Raiders hat. That hat is fire.
Which one was that?
The one I sent you, the red one, and you said only.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like Texas Tech Red Raiders. I was like, what? What kind of a Red Raiders hat? Yes. Oh, nah. I mean, number one, it don't got a side patch, and number two, that hat is for DJ Quick and
that hat is fire.
I was about to say MC8, but he's a Crip.
MC Rim.
No,
yeah, 8 is
DJ
a Crip
Quick,
for certain.
DJ Quick and Mag 10.
That's all you got?
I think so.
All right, I got OVERBREAKs. I have a feeling these are really whack. Are they still on the site, or did they sell out? I don't know, because once you purchase it, it just says purchase, so I can't find them nowhere.
4 accounts.
Oh, I was like, oh, nobody wants these in. I got them. I'm out.
Oh no, those are selling for like $220.
Really? All right. I haven't even looked at them yet. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass one to you.
Bet you they're fire.
Ooh, these suck.
Nah, I don't think these suck.
Oh my God.
It's light too. I didn't realize it was gonna be that light.
Look how big this sole is in the back. Look at the side shot. Fam, these are whack.
Nah.
Fam, look at the material. It's not even suede. This is already beat up suede. I threw up on some Timberlands one time and it did this to the suede.
I think,
fam, these are whack.
I think this was part of the Tom Sachs wear your shoes to work pack. What's that thing he just did? Where he was like
work the shoes to wear testers?
Yeah, wear tester thing.
Bruh, this is a 9.5. This looks like an 11.
Damn, these are dope to me.
You are crazy. Fam, these joints are whack.
The only thing that looks crazy is why the laces look like they get dirty as it goes down.
Fam, look at the bottom. Look at the paint. They've accidentally painted this. Is this supposed to be gray?
I don't know. You sure someone didn't just paint this shoe on accident?
Fam, these is for people who eat trail mix and ask you to sign a petition.
Look.
These are ACGs, huh? Is it supposed to be like that?
I have no idea.
You bent the leather down.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like the swoosh was orange and then they painted silver. I actually like these. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
now,
you don't.
I think the Tom Sachs colorway is better, but I actually like.
I think the Tom Sachs one might be different materials too. It looks like
actually
suede.
Tom Sachs. It's not different. These joints is probably made to look like that. They're
these are too big.
Like you've been building Digilab's new studio all day.
These might be going back. Laces dirty.
Not going back. They're going to StockX.
Bruh, I don't know about these.
Joints sell for like $220 though. You ain't taking them back.
Oh, look, they might be going to the Xbox. Xbox
too.
No, they don't. They smell like they've been hiking. Them is strictly for trail mix eaters and people that say, please sign my petition.
If this is this big, a 12 probably is
a 12 is insanely big. This does not look like a 9.5. The sole is way too big. Andrew said it looks like chewed up gum.
Nah, I like these.
Fam, the sole is two different colors.
I don't like the fact that it like looks like low craftsmanship though. Like, why is it sprayed? I don't.
Look at this. This is white. The side is gray, black, gradiated gray. Maybe it's these should have been ACGs. They should have been like outside wear. Maybe that's what they're for.
That's what it is.
All right, forget those. Shout out to the homie, like I said. I think it's Doug B Fresh 2 on Instagram. He hit me up in the DMs and said, yo, I listened to the podcast. Yo, it's talking about floor work. Floor work? Is that what they're called? That's what they look like.
How
boats,
you walk like this? Or?
I'm about to send a picture of the simple. I might give him the simple. And he sent me the link size, copped patchwork vans finally. What's it called? Floor work?
Factory floor?
Factory floor vans. I should have bought doubles. I thought about buying doubles.
These are dope to me.
You crazy. The Tom Sachs ones, it needs another color. It's too...
I think
it's too muted.
All the things you pointed out don't really bother me. The thing that bothers me the most is why is the laces two different colors?
Well, the laces are painted.
I know, but why? It doesn't even make any sense. It literally is workwear.
These are Carhartts.
Nike finally did a collab with Duluth.
Shout out to Nike. But shout out, like I said, to the homie Doug B Fresh 2. Sent me the link for the van, so I bought those. Shout out to Skate. Got about 3 hats from him. And I copped about 3 hats from Exclusive Fitted. Orange Dodgers. Royal Angels. And another, a black and orange Dodgers.
The Angels,
that Royal Blue
color
Angels one was fire.
Yeah, that was the best one. But Angel hat.
And then I got a Red Sox one from My Fitted I've been looking for. Not My Fitted, from Exclusive Fitted. Shout out to Exclusive Fitteds. Then I ordered a peach Seattle Mariners olive from Exclusive Fitteds. Then I got those Fear of God hats. So a lot of hats, fam. But I got what am I talking about? I got Dunk ID.
So you logged on. Matter of fact, I mean, I don't know. This ain't a segue because we still got to do what comes out. But
you're right.
So you logged on, and when you clicked My Design or whatever, it was still there or no?
So what happened was, we can talk about it now. Do releases. That's fine. So when I got on it. Because I was debating if I should do it on my phone or if I should do it on the thing. I was like, nah, I'm on the computer. I'm going to do it on the computer. When it switched to time, I don't refresh anything anymore. I let the thing flip right there live, like when it does it itself.
Yeah, but only Nike does that.
So, a few people.
Spotify sites don't do that. You got to actually refresh.
Maybe it is. Oh, maybe it is only Nike. So I'm in there, and like my designs weren't in there. But I was in my design tab. But it was this giant gap. Because I told you, I had made about 25. So it was like this gap of space. So I was like, well, where my sneakers at? They're supposed to be here. But if I moved my mouse over it, they were all there. So I was like, but I couldn't click them. So I was like, what the heck is this? So I went back to the inspirations. And the inspirations was there. So I was like, well, let me go try to redesign it real quick. Like, just go in there and redesign it. Maybe they just didn't load or save everyone's design. Maybe I thought maybe, you know what, that we all thought we could save our designs in COP. And then Nike was like, nah, we wiping them out. You got to design from scratch and then cop. So I went back in there, tried to I went in there just to try to make the big, I planned on buying 4. So I tried first to make the all white with the silver swoosh, like the Jordan 1 low we always try to get. But I made it all, created it. And then when it was time to be done, it kept saying error, kept getting that error box. Went back into it, got back into it. And then I got back into it maybe 10, 15 times. Then my designs were in there. So I was like, oh, shoot. But when I went back to my designs, when I went to the inspirations, like 5, I don't know how many inspirations, maybe 3 or 4 of the inspirations were sold out. So I was like, how the inspiration sold out? So I was like, you know what? I was like, that's how I figured that I think I figured it out. Because I couldn't add nothing to the cart, couldn't add nothing to the cart. But all the inspirations, I was like, okay, anyone with that color in it, I'm not gonna try to add my design to it. Because that color must be reached its cap.
Man, if that's really how it works.
Because the color yellow was gone. Like that. Yellow, you couldn't get. The yellow inspiration, they had an all yellow one on there. It was sold out. So I was like, okay. And then there was another one. There was a color before the yellow, and then another one after, and then a red one. All those were sold out. So I was like, well, I'm not going to pick anything with red, yellow, purple, whatever it was. So then I picked my one that I made with burgundy, navy, and gray or something, whatever colors it was. And then I kept adding to cart and straight to cart. I was in cart forever trying to check out. It wouldn't let me check out. Error. So I was like, all right, man, whatever, man. So then I just kept going back into it, but it never left my cart. So I just kept doing checkout, whatever. Apple Pay, I just kept doing it. Error. Kept doing it. But I was doing if you buy Apple Pay on the computer, you know how click it on the computer, but you got to get your phone to verify it.
New laptops aren't like that. It actually has a fingerprint button.
Oh, that's whack. I mean, that's not whack. It's better because I hate it because I try to cop on the computer and then I can get my phone to verify the purchase. So I'm doing that over and over and over. Then I was like, man, forget this. I'm going to PayPal. I went to PayPal. PayPal just wouldn't even come up. I just kept doing that over and over and over, and then finally it worked. And then I went back. And my designs were in there, so I was like, oh, maybe they fixed the site or whatever. Tried to add my all yellow. I made an all yellow one in there. It wouldn't add. So I was like, okay, well, that must be really sold out. I went to the inspirations, the first, whatever they create, inspirations. Every single one was sold out. So I was like, what the heck is this? But then I went back to mine, and I was still adding the ones I had with green in the cart. And I added another one to the cart. So I was like, I'm trying to check out that one too. But then by that time, somebody had tweeted out or said they were sold out. So it just wasn't doing anything anymore. And then I had refreshed it and then it said it no longer exists. So I was like, well, guess that was it. But I mean, everybody was heated. Supposedly it was only 1,000 pairs or something. That's what I saw on Twitter.
Nike is trash. So.
I don't understand.
I'm not even mad. I'm not mad that I didn't get it, or I'm not mad that it was limited. I guess that's a better way to say it. I'm not mad it was limited. What I'm mad is you are Nike and you have a website that doesn't even work.
That's the first time that's ever happened on a Nike ID. Every single Nike ID they've dropped, I've always just tried when it was a special thing. Even the Cactus Flea Market Air Force Ones, I went on there and tried, but I was able to make them and put them in car. I've never seen that before in Nike ID. Ever, all right? The Pendletons, everything. I've never seen nothing that was supposed to be a limited thing. Never. I've never seen what you couldn't design. It wouldn't even let you design. It was just a blank thing. It was nothing. I was choosing swoosh, it's blank. Swoosh, eyelets, whatever.
Oh, I couldn't even get that part up. It just said air, and it wouldn't go to it would do the spinning wheel with the color palette, and then it would say air. It wouldn't even let me. It didn't have any of my designs I saved. Now, I think I only saved 2, 3. It didn't have any of my designs. It wouldn't let me add just a blank shoe to the cart. It wouldn't let me redesign it. After 20 minutes, it finally popped up, the one I had saved, the all white with the gray swoosh, suede swoosh. And I added to cart, went to checkout, perfectly fine. I even had a discount code. That joint was going to be $90.
See, I had a birthday code too thing.
Checking out, nothing. Error. Still checking out, error. And then after that, then it went back to it took the shoe out of my cart and went back to the beginning where you had to design it again. It wasn't out of stock.
Oh, see, that never happened at all with me, which I was surprised because I left the site, came back. I even re-clicked the soul links, the 3 links thing. I even re-clicked that. just to like see, and they were still there.
All the money they have, and they can't get their IT team to like have a smooth release or something. I mean,
that was the first time I've ever seen that with Nike ID.
Listen, you make sneakers look good, you did a hell of a job. When you make sneakers look like the best buying platform in the entire world because your release is so whack, enough said.
I felt bad for those. I mean,
listen, we all the time do releases where you get to cart and it sells out in the cart. It is what it is. I'm totally fine with that. But when you, and again, I'm not upset that it was limited. We knew it was going to be limited, even though it was an ID. I mean, like the materials aren't infinite. I'm upset that a company with that much money and that big an IT department can't do a release that doesn't break.
Why can't the materials be infinite, though?
I mean, leather comes from animals. I mean,
well,
I mean, keep killing animals. I assume. I mean, maybe they have a way to make synthetic leather or whatever. Maybe they do. I have no idea.
In my mind, I feel like
maybe someone from the garment district can come on and tell us.
Now, if you gotta go get more, okay, I figure that's in the 3 to 6 months wait or whatever the wait is for it. Like, I got an email the very next day, like, yo, we already making it. They were like this. They was like, we already got the cobbler.
Yes. Cobbler. The man around the street from work. You took them shoes.
I couldn't believe I was the only person.
He was making them.
He was hitting it on the soul.
What was his name? Ted Shoeshine or whatever.
Andy Shoeshine. I think that's what it was. I remember I took those moldy rodments in
whatever
there.
That man's name was. Smallest store I've ever been in my entire life.
They expand this big now. It's a barbershop in there too.
Joint fit one employee and one customer, and that's it.
You could. I feel like one person that hangs out just read the newspaper all day, one of his homies, one customer, and the cobbler. But I was surprised. I'm the only one out of every single person I know who got one. But I felt bad, and I guess this is me included. Not bad, but like when you made so many. Oh, one thing too, which I don't know if you did. If you made it, it saved it. Like you couldn't delete designs out of your thing. Yeah. So like.
Mine showed up after 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. See, I thought maybe you only made that one and that was it in yours.
I think I made 2.
See, anybody who made a bunch, you know, people that checked out ended up checking out like one they really didn't want. They started panicking. I started panicking. I was just clicking any of the ones I had to get it. I didn't want, I mean, I wanted, like that was one of my options I wanted, but I wanted to check out the white one with the silver swoosh first. Like, I was like, oh, I'm getting that one first. Then I wanted to like a yellow one. Then I would go for like, I had like
I mean, they said they're going to restock. We'll see what happens. But
oh, they did? Oh, I didn't know that.
You know, someone on Twitter said that.
Oh, I mean, they should. I mean, they restocked all these other ones.
Why it wouldn't? I mean, the ID dunk. I mean,
I don't understand it, man. Look, I have a feeling, get it in hand, it's gonna be whack. It's going back if it's whack. So I seen shout out to the homie in Canada, Sneaker Dad's podcast.
Sell it for like $300. God, sell it stuff.
That's like another thing. You got a problem with that? Them selling them?
I don't think so. Like, I can't be like okay with.
Maybe it was heated with it.
Now I'm angry that some nerd who doesn't want the shoe just did it for that, and I can't get it when it's an ID. Yeah, obviously, but I'm not mad that like cats are reselling any fam. We were talking about sports cars last time on the show. I went to like 3 Targets this weekend looking for stuff, driving around in like Scottsdale and wherever. Everything. So
looking for toys?
No, cards. Sports cards. Oh, you actually, look at you now. If you on the hunt now, you in. That's it. Once Don sent me that video from like a ways back when he went to his local store and the shelves were like stacked, I was like, oh, one of these Targets got to look like that right now.
I've gone to my Target and like the card section is right by the registers, and I always look over there like, there's a lot of basketball cards over there, and I just like, oh,
well, if you go, you damn
but I always look
at
me. Yeah, but like. There's certain areas on the shelves that are wiped. But then it'd be like these 2 areas full of basketball cards. And I'm like, oh, those must be like not the ones to buy. That's what I always assumed. I was like, oh, it'd be these gray boxes, these silver boxes. And I'm like, oh, there must be like not cop boxes.
Never see that again, fam. You better send me a picture.
I mean, I guess I'm going to have to start copping. No, I actually accidentally tapped into one of them. I actually went into one of those ones where like somebody
I researched it today.
They had a row of cards like packs. They were singles too, and they were saying what to open next, you know, what I do next. And I was looking at these dollars, somebody was like $25. I was like, what is happening here? I think it was Pokemon card. Shout out to the homie RJ Scott. RJ Scott on Twitter said, he said in the YouTube comments, because he does the card stuff.
Yeah, he
thought we were gonna make fun of him. He thought we were gonna. Yeah. Look, if you're driving around already, you in.
See, look, here's the thing. This is what I want to know. And somebody on YouTube,
Johnny's gonna come on the show.
Yeah, somebody on YouTube did comment that like the stores like John's baseball cards or whatever gets hobby boxes whereas Target, Walmart gets retail boxes.
What the heck is a hobby box?
Well, so I guess the point is what they're saying is a hobby box is meant for a store that can charge whatever the market is. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but why? What does a hobby box have that a retail box doesn't? Like, is it like
different cards, like completely different series? Of things.
Okay, then that's different then.
Yeah, like like what Walmart and Target get, like there's.
Dang, card manufacturers really put that much work.
Fam, I think that when I read a story about it today because I was trying to figure out what like breaks meant, and breaks means just like you watch the video, you pay for what, like one that Don was in yesterday or 2 days ago. He tagged me on it, but I didn't see it till today. So it's in that shoe group that we're in. So I guess the dude was like, first sports cards break in whatever Facebook group it was, and you like. There's 10 slots. Every slot was $30. And he said how many things he was going to open. And then you randomly get assigned 3 teams. Like this how this one worked. Because there's 10 slots, 30 teams in the NBA. So everyone got 3 teams.
So like if he opened up a Pelicans card and you get it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No matter what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, because I mean, what he was opening up was probably like, I calculated it. I think what he was opening up was like $90 retail. Now, I don't know if he got it at retail. Who knows where he got it? But just assume he got it at Target. What he opened was 90 retail. He made 300 because he charged 10 people $30 each. So
wait. Those boxes at Target are $90?
No. He opened like multiple.
Oh, okay.
So he opened like, I think what he opened was three things that were $20 each maybe, and then 3 things that were, or maybe it was 2 things that were $20 each and 5 things that were $10 each. So it was like a total of like, so I think there's like 30 cards or something in those bigger boxes. So that's 60 cards. And then in the other ones, there's 15. So that's like 105 cards. So you pay $30 and whatever. So I think Don ended up with like the Spurs and like 2 other teams. And in the thread, I was just reading some of the comments. There was like, does
Don
anybody
pay
want
like
to trade?
$30 for 2 teams? Like 30 for the Spurs, 30 for the...
No. You just pay it one time. And since there's only 10 spots and there's 30 teams, everyone gets 3 teams.
Oh, okay.
Every spot get... So again, I was just trying to research this shit online today to figure out what these people are doing. So apparently this has been going on for a couple years on YouTube, even before cards like really exploded to what they are now. Like the story I was reading was like this one pack, it's a box, but it's like technically a pack. There's only 7 cards, but you're guaranteed an autograph. You're guaranteed, so you get like 4 regular cards, which probably aren't worth that much, but you get an autograph and then 2 like refractors or whatever. So it's a 7-card pack. The joint was $75. And
a
now...
refractor can be anybody, right? You can get a Danny Green refractor.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, so the point of the article was like, at $75, they're worth it because, you know, you can... Say you buy a case or whatever. I guess the dude paid $1,000 for a case. I don't know how many boxes were in a case, but do the math on $75. But now that one box that was $75, that's only 7 cards. Now, obviously, those 7 cards are like a premium thing. Like you're not going to get that at Target.
You know,
or
that was like
you know
the extreme packs we used to buy back when we were kids,
right.
And they'd be like 8 cards in it.
But those now on eBay, the cheapest pack you can find is like $300. The one that used to be $75 like last year. Is now, or maybe even before COVID.
Do you go look at the last sold?
Nah, it was in the story.
Oh, okay. Because I want to see when the last, like, if they're selling packs of 300 or whatever on eBay, I want to see when the last time somebody bought something.
Yeah, it was like, well, it was just it was what was listed. There was only because it's so rare that like the dude said this was before COVID. I think he said he bought it or like at the beginning of the pandemic. He bought the cases in March. 2 cases, they're $1,000 each. I don't know how many, like I said, I don't know how many boxes are in a case, 24 or whatever maybe. But now, then the case price in the middle of the pandemic went up from $1,000 to $1,600. And now on eBay, the cheapest box, which, you know, there's a bunch of boxes inside the case, is $300.
And you didn't buy any.
Fam, I didn't know this was even a thing.
No, I'm talking about when you driving the Targets. You didn't.
No one had anything.
Nothing.
The Target by my house, I've gotten a couple things. Walmart has stuff, but they said Walmart and like Don is telling me Walmart and Target are different. Like Walmart, it's like the people know when the distributor is going in. So they, like, remember we talked about it, people camping in the aisle and stuff. Like, so people camp outside Walmart in the morning knowing that's the day that man is going to restock the shelves. Where Target is random. Like, it just happens at random times, not in the morning. It could be evening, midday, whatever. This is what Don's telling me. So that's why some stores you go into and the shelves will be thick.
I couldn't imagine picking up another hobby, or not a hobby, or addiction like that. I couldn't do it.
I started thinking about it today, and I was like, sneakers are stupid. I'm gonna get sports cars. I don't know. I was just thinking that, like, because think about it. You buy sneakers, you know what's in the box. Like, yeah, we didn't know if that was gonna be fire or not. But the best part about sports cars is opening the pack and, like, you find, like, yo, Zion rookie, that's fire.
No. You can't do nothing with it. I mean, besides sell it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you could just
like, we get to wear these.
Keep it longer. I understand, but I'm saying you keep it longer, and then, fam,
I don't have the mental capacity to have another social media thing. Like, everyone talking about Clubhouse. No way. I can't get new cards.
Rookie card 101.
Oh, I would imagine that
$4 million.
It's a one-of-one card.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Ain't that the one with the jersey piece?
Man paid $400,000 for it 2 years ago, and now it's $4 million.
I just couldn't even imagine. Who's man? Silicon? He got to be Silicon Valley?
Nah, he was like a Vegas nerd.
Oh, my
Vegas,
God.
like, gambler nerd.
Look, Dunks being on eBay, whatever, man. Nike IDs have been on eBay since they created. Like,
well, those Kobe's that you got, once those sold out, I'm pretty sure all those joints had resale
There's
value.
LeBron 9s and stuff still on eBay. LeBron 7 Kobe. There's still Kobe's on IDs on
What's the
eBay.
one that did those blazers with, like, the furry material? Is that Cactus Plant?
Cactus Plant.
Okay,
yeah.
I copped those. Like, just
and that wasn't hard, was it?
Just a normal shoe. Yeah, but I didn't design it. I just went on there and copped it, and then I was like, "Wait, this is a mistake," and I canceled it like immediately. Now I think those things are like $300, $400, $500.
Those are kind of tight. You see them in person, they all right. Because it's a mid dunk. There hasn't been a lot of mid dunks. They mid blazers.
Blazer,
I mean.
yeah.
The blazers be all highs or like some lows or whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm actually kind of.
I can't believe you drove around for it. I just can't even believe. I don't.
Fam, I was excited. I was like, I can't wait to drive around tomorrow. I'm dead serious. Now I had errands to run too, so I was like doing stuff all in one. But.
See, I can't get out the car multiple times with a mask. I get so annoyed. I ran errands yesterday. Went to like 5 different places, having to get out the car with the mask. I just started driving around with it on. Then I was like getting mad because I was like, I bet somebody looking at me like, look at him with that mask on while driving. Nah, I can't do it. I mean, you know, if I'm in the store, oh yeah, okay, I'll go in there. I can't imagine. I couldn't do it. I'd have to abandon sneakers. I'd have to.
I was driving around, fam.
They need to come out with they don't have apps.
No, but see, here's the thing.
You can't buy them on Target app.
Target sells some stuff, and when it restocks, it's like sneakers. It sells out like instantaneously. The people have bots for cards.
Do they? Soul Links doesn't tweet out nothing. I mean, about cards, do they?
I've seen tweets before, but it's been on. It's like one of them was on Fanatics, but Fanatics sells stuff for over retail, like because it's a hobby pack, I guess, or a hobby box or whatever, so they can charge whatever they want. So they charge resale. I
can't do it. Now I'll let people know when boxes are there, but
no, not people. George.
Okay,
that's
whatever.
it. No. Here's the thing.
I don't know anybody else.
I don't need you to like tell me like, yo, I left Target already. Go get a box. No, I need you to buy it for me, and I'll PayPal you on the spot.
I wouldn't like just leave them there, but I don't know what's fire or not.
Fam, it doesn't matter.
I'll return them.
You send me a pic or just say like, yo,
what's the return policy? Return these beanies.
And it's not only the boxes on the shelf either. It's those hanging packs. Everything flies.
You never. Oh, Toys R Us out of business. Guys used to go in Toys R Us.
Toys R Us is not out of business on the East Coast.
Them Toys R
Us out of
business
out here.
At Toys R Us by our house used to have the most card boxes, and I remember me and Rosie would be in line like, damn, remember cards? I mean, basketball, baseball. Some of them boxes were still expensive. I was like, who's out here paying? No, packs were expensive. They're like $10. I was like, who's paying $10 for a pack?
So what I was reading was on that in the story today. Once companies like Donruss and Topps and whatever learned that the market was going like that, like in the late 80s, early 90s, then they just started overproducing everything to make money at retail. And then once everything got oversaturated, the market tanked. No one wanted cards anymore. So what they did is
I would just put all that stuff they made then.
No. So what they did, the change they've made is instead of putting like one series out and you make 1 million of it, they have like 40 different series and only do a little bit of each one.
Oh, that's too much work.
So all the cards are like different.
I always figured they would make the cards on a conveyor belt and they would just randomly throw them in packs.
That's probably how they do it.
I didn't know like a hobby store would get like a certain ones.
Did I?
That's too much
That's
work.
what man on YouTube said.
Them places might be going out of business soon. Tops, all of them though. They fooling around.
Well, not
anymore.
Already would have gone out of business.
I thought, yeah, you know what? They're not anymore. If they haven't already, Upper Deck still around.
The company that so apparently there's only 2 companies that make cards now. Topps and Panini. Panini owns like Donruss, Score. I guess this one company bought everything up. So
Upper Deck is probably in that.
Don't exist. I mean, maybe it's owned by Panini. I have no idea. But what the article I was reading today said only 2 card companies, or maybe Upper Deck's owned by Topps. I don't know. But they said only 2 companies exist, and they said they interviewed the VP of the Panini company, and he said the sales. He specifically in the article said the sales at Target and Walmart are up like 5 bazillion% over the last 6 whatever. He said,
out of control. He can't even calculate it correctly.
It was crazy. I was like, man, I wish I just would have got on this like in like February. I'd be rich, huh?
You know what? That's another thing that we need to start doing, which we talked about before with sneakers, where we said those ones where it was like, oh, they got undefeated 4s on StockX already for $450, and we're like, $450, I don't know about that. And then they go up to like 1,000, like, because couldn't we have bought like Union Ones were on like stuff for like what?
Yeah, $600.
$600. And I mean, we had talked about that. I wish
that's what I said. It's an investment.
It's so hard to forecast. Like I want to be able to like look at cards sitting on shelves and say, you know what? Let's just buy all these.
It's not so much. Well, yeah. So the other part is the grading thing that we were talking about. Like, obviously, Johnny will talk a lot more about it, but Beckett and PSA grade the cards. So that was another thing that brought the market back, because now you're not looking at a card on the shelf and like judging the corners and the border and all. Now you have a company that is just telling you and, you know, puts the card in the hard plastic for you, like, this is a 10, this is a 9, this is whatever. So people don't, there's no more debate over like.
I figure they use that thing. They look at diamonds, don't they do that?
Right.
I mean, they do, don't they?
I have no idea.
I would imagine they go in there and be looking for like creases, fingerprints, bent corners. Damn. They have to. Fam, we used to be like trying to drop like the smallest dot of super glue in the corner just to fold a corner over. You used to take a Sharpie, used to fold it inside. What come out this week?
Let's see.
Sneakers.
I know orange. Is it orange 13s? Some 13 comes out because I put
Starfish.
It on Foot Locker app.
You try for it?
I put it on Foot Locker app, but I'm sure I'll lose. I don't know how I lose the most basic shoes on there. It makes no sense.
I don't think they be making a lot of them 13s and stuff like they used to. That stuff be selling out now.
Yeah, Nike's the production numbers have gone down on all the retros, but also there's COVID, so people are just at home.
I be seeing restocks of them royal blue 13s all day. I'm like, man, did everybody cop these?
But if you get something before, like if you get it, because if you win on Foot Locker, technically you have it before release day. You know what I mean? So like once it sells out in the morning, prices go like this. So you just list it in the morning. Easy sell. This says UNLV dunks are coming out. That's probably in Europe, I'm assuming, because they're not coming out here this week.
You sure?
They got moved back.
Oh, okay. I think, like, aren't all those coastals? That's coming out?
Probably in Europe, but not here.
Oh, okay.
This...
I seen on GOAT said, like, all of them are coming out.
It, but, yeah, that's what I'm looking at, but not here. If you look on, like, on sneakers, everything got taken down.
They would notice that.
Foot Locker calendar, everything got taken down. So Air Max 1 Martian Sunrise, you copy?
What is that? That pink one or the orange one?
Looks a little orangish leather.
I will say the leather joints are growing on me, but
look at you. Know?
Come on, man. That teal one looks like the evergreen one. What they talking about? And why would you do a teal in leather?
I mean,
teal is meant to be
the
suede.
orange one I don't care about because we got the other orange one. But teal, I'm trying to cop that one.
To keep?
Look at when it comes in the box. You see what it looks like.
Does it look like teal? It looks like the green ones you already got or Hannah has.
Right. Relax, you.
Whack.
Apparently,
Wackatoids.
Well, I mean, it's on our things to talk about today, but apparently there's
what was that?
Tweets about it.
Tapes.
Yep. That's racist.
I look like them. I couldn't tell. Right. I need glasses for certain now. I told Rocio I got to get glasses. Is that supposed to be like?
That says pending and it's like pixelated.
But like, is that like really supposed to be them?
Man, it says coming soon. Nike.
What are you on?
Whatever. It was on Twitter.
Oh, okay. So I haven't seen that yet. I only seen the pictures of Virgil Head.
Anyways, teals I'm trying to cop. If I don't like them, you know, whatever. The blue ones are the ones I really want, but who knows when those come out. Golf Infrared Air Max 90. You copying?
No. We don't even go golfing anymore.
All right.
What else come out? I think
The whole RAYGUN pack.
Why? What's up with RAYGUN stuff? If you're not gonna come out with RAYGUN dunks, stop coming out with RAYGUN stuff.
They already did.
Oh, they did those tie-dyes, huh? I forgot about that. Those were so whack. They okay now, but them was whack. They don't even compare to the original RAYGUNs, and I hated the original RAYGUNs.
That's why you think they're whack.
Air Raids, they got Air Raids coming out, Air Force Ones, Blazers, and like, I don't know, a Rodman or something, whatever they are. Who knows?
A Rodman. All
Air
right.
Raids.
Yeah, they got one coming out from a player who doesn't play anymore, KYRIE.
Yo, what's up with
7.
him?
We need to talk. That's another topic we need to talk about today.
Talked about.
The funniest thing that I saw today on social media was like, because KYRIE, you heard about that party or whatever, no mask, like literally MAGA and QAnon coming to his rescue, like just over the mask thing. I'm like, man, y'all know KYRIE. Like, I know, listen, KYRIE's a supreme weirdo. We've talked about this for years, but you know, KYRIE is like super woke, right? Like, that's why he's not playing.
Well,
and MAGA
you know,
and QAnon think he on their side.
I don't know how he votes, but he's super woke in public.
Pump the brakes. Well, supposedly he's not playing because of the storm of the Capitol.
That's why?
That's what someone told me, but this person would know because they follow NBA closer than anyone.
Fam, there's literally a man staring at us. I'm not even joking. I can see his... He's literally sitting on his bike staring at us. He has a flashing reflector. What's up, man? What are curtains at in this studio?
Man, what is this? What's going on here?
I think that's kind of it. Windows Hawker.
Damn, there's something going on here. You might want to check your thing.
Check what?
Off-whites.
What am I checking? Sneakers?
Whatever the...
It's probably a live broadcast or something.
All right.
He's supposed to be doing one.
Here, I'll just do this. Pause it.
Leather Air Max. Well, I might cop the navy ones because it's cowboy colors, but...
I don't understand what this is. I mean...
I don't have nothing going on in my app.
Well, I just texted to you, so...
Nope, didn't get nothing.
There's a countdown clock, and it looks like a Windows screen. Okay, that did nothing.
But they about to drop?
I don't know.
What is this? Did you send me a virus?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that man still there?
No, he rode away.
Yes, he rode off.
I don't know what this countdown clock is for, but...
Free smoke. I just clicked on free smoke. I don't know what that means.
Anyways, all right, let's do this. I want to go home today.
Finder. What
else come out? That's it?
Fam, I don't know. I'm trying to cop off-whites. So KYRIE doesn't exist anymore. He's on my fantasy team. I'm a little... to say I'm mildly disappointed. Somebody at the beginning of the year, so the same person who told me about the KYRIE thing, he said he's had, like, we were talking about it because we do fantasy football together. So I knew he liked the NBA. He's a Pacers fan for some reason, which is odd to me.
Pacers pretty good.
But he's never lived in Indiana. He's always been in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with maybe Larry Bird was the coach. Like, he's my age or maybe a little bit older. So like Larry Bird was the coach, Reggie Miller, who knows? But he's had NBA. He said he's had NBA League Pass since like he was like 21. Every year, cops it.
Oh, it's happy to never watch
big
it.
NBA fan, right? You know, I mean, this year, weird. There's no fans. It's kind of. This is the first time I played fantasy basketball in probably about 20 years. So I'm honestly considering copping League Pass just to be like, yo, what's up with that? What's up with that fantasy player? But anyways, pick KYRIE and Pelicans man, Sleepy Eyes. You don't like?
I like him.
He sent me the thing. He sent me a trade, or he was texting me. He was like, who I want. Because he does this thing where he just wants players he likes to watch on TV. So he picked Kawhi, and he don't like Kawhi. Like, doesn't like Kawhi. Kawhi, he just tired of watching Kawhi play.
They're always on TV.
So, but I'm saying he's just kind of weird in terms of like, I want to pick, like he picked Zion like Not like you pick Jay Cutler, because you pick Jay Cutler like in #1 round when he's like number 10. But Zion was like a 3rd rounder. I think he picked Zion in the 1st round.
That was that projection I talked about earlier. Like, I saw something.
Yes.
I was like, I saw him run on the beat. I'm not even joking. I saw him training, and that's what made me pick him. I did. I saw this like video about him in Chicago. He was like training on like the shore, and I was like, ooh, this might be the one. That's why I drafted him. I'm not joking. That's why I did.
Enough. Anyways, so he picked Kawhi in the 1st round, and then Zion. Like, he had the 10th pick, so he had 10 and 11 back to back. Snake. So he picked Kawhi and Zion, and I think Zion was averaging going like 35th or something. So he just picking players if you want to watch. So he was like, who would you want for Ingram? And I was like, this was like already a couple games into the season, and Ingram was averaging like 25 a game. I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm trading Ingram. He's looking like, he was like, well, just tell me he was like, would you do Ingram and KYRIE for... I don't remember who he offered, like Kawhi maybe, and what's Portland Trailblazers? Not Dame, the other one. McCollum. And I was like, fam, McCollum. I was like, yeah, I'm getting.
Kind of balling too.
Yeah, but I didn't know that at the time. Like, I'm thinking Dame's taking all the shots based on the bubble. I know McCollum's been good for years, but he's not like, he ain't putting KYRIE numbers up, all right? In other words.
Dame been a little quiet.
Anyways, I said, man, KYRIE looks like he's about to blow up. Like, he's back with a vengeance for this season. He got KD. I was like, I'm not trading KYRIE right now. I texted him today, like, oh, like the prices come down.
I would have still offered it. Oh, you still in the market?
The prices come down.
He might come back balling with a vengeance.
He might. If he only plays every 4th day, it's not going to help me.
I don't think he likes basketball anymore. I think it's just that. Like, I just don't think he cares anymore.
I don't think it's possible to even create a hypothesis because he's so weird. Like, what?
I just wouldn't believe that he would do this.
Guess everything and we could be wrong.
He's only been on the Nets for his 2nd year. This is his 1st year with KD. I wouldn't have imagined this to happen. Now, I would imagine
KD has to be furious.
I would imagine some type of friction on the team happening. That's a given. Like, I would expect that, but not a complete disappearance. Like, he's not there. He hasn't played in forever, and they whack. Like, they at one point lost like 4 in a row.
I mean, the offense is good, but when you give up 135 points a game or whatever, like, you're not going to beat anybody. Anyway,
KD, I'd be super mad.
Yeah,
KD could have been on the Warriors right now.
He should be
winning another championship.
He had no business leaving. Like, I understand what he's trying to do. He's trying to go from championship or franchise to franchise and win one, like, for various teams or whatever, but, fam.
Should have went to Houston then.
No, because like if you bring one to Brooklyn, then not only did you bring one to Brooklyn, but you also could say, Knicks.
Bro, in New York. Yeah. I just bring
That's like a double. That's like a double-sided gotcha right there.
What else? Come on. That's it. I think that's it.
Yeah, Starfish 13. I'm not seeing much. Yeezy 380, whatever. Yikarite. I don't know, fam. Good luck with the names.
Yikarite.
That's what this joint says. YECORAITE. Good luck.
Guess it is Yikarite.
That's next week. I
what,
might
that dunk?
No, well, you know, no, that SB is trash to me.
I think it's trash.
That
too.
Chinese food one.
People will love it. I think it's trash.
But no, this right here, I kind of want to cop this and get in hand to see what it looks like.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because you sent the pictures of that. You showed us that the other day. You was like, that is insane, Trey. You sent that in the thread and was wilding on it.
No, I think you think
it is kind of fire, though.
I think
I'm not going to. No, it was you. Or maybe Andy sent it.
That's just somebody you like vintage stuff. Don't do that.
Nah, that's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. Looking down on it is what makes it fire because it's orange on the top. A lot more shoes should do that because I hate how black red fours are white up top. I'm copping those too. I'm back on Yeezy. I'm copping those. And we're talking about that with leakers too. Real quick, scammers. So let me tell you something real quick. So there's like this one cat who was extremely heated with us. I forgot his Instagram name, but like he had commented one of the posts like, basically saying that like he was mad because he had sent me this thing with like he got scammed and I didn't call them out on Instagram. Let me tell you guys something. I get, no joke, maybe 3 to 5 people who get scammed once every week or two who want me to call them out and like, yo, watch out for this scammer. I'm going to be honest. And I told him, I said, you know what? the scammies need the talking to. There is no reason.
Scammies.
There is no reason anybody in sneakers right now should be getting scammed. Like, you should know better. You don't have the luck of somebody randomly messaging you and saying, yo, we randomly selected you to get Fear of God ones. Send us the retail price for them and we'll send. You don't have that luck. Stop falling for that nonsense. Like, no joke, people will be like, yo, look at this. They said that I won this raffle. I'm like, well, did you sign up for the raffle? No. Why would you think you won a raffle if you didn't sign up for a raffle? Well, I thought maybe they randomly picked my thing. Okay. He thought, you know what it is? So many people do that where they, the raffle say like,
how do
yo,
they send the money? PayPal?
The Apple Pay and stuff like that. And it always says like, oh, yo, our PayPal tripping. Can you do Apple Pay? Can you do whatever? And they do it. And they send me the screenshots. Yo, what can I do with this, fam? Let me.
Yeah, Zelle.
And you know what? You know a lot of them do.
Directly to their bank.
A lot of people, what they do is they be signing up. That's why I don't do those raffles where it says like, yo, go below, tag 3 of your friends, and put your shoe size. I don't do nonsense like that because I don't know where that stuff goes. Okay. They get these messages from people like, yo, we randomly select you. You got Fear of God ones in the black colorway. All you have to do is send us retail price. And they're like, yeah, let's go. Yo, can I, and they'll send me the threads. Yo, can I do PayPal? Yo, our PayPal been tripping right now since we're a new business trying to get it set up. But we do Apple Pay. We do all that. Cool, I sent it. And then they be like, oh, you know what? Could you send it again? It ain't working right. And I'll do it again. Like, look, if you're still getting scammed in sneakers, it's your fault. Period. Do not ever think you're lucky enough to win any of these raffles. If it's not done by like Foot Locker, or these like Complex or anybody who does little things, whatever, put your size in a thing, a brand, don't do it. And if they say no PayPal, do not do it. You knew they were going to reply to you.
No, I know, but that's what he's saying. We're not here. That's funny.
I hate all their subject line, all their subject stuff like that. Their salutations always be like that. Yo, what's up, fam? I'm like, don't say what's up, fam, to me. But shout out to the scammers. Let me tell you something. Scammers are going to scam. And if you still get scammed, it's your fault. Period. I don't care what you think about what I just said. We already talked about dunk IDs. Let's talk about LeBron voting.
I'm going to just have to beat somebody at StockX up. I'm just make an example out of them. Huh?
Yes, you're going to put them in. You're going to ship them. LeBron. That's not. Yo, I watched The Gentleman. That's a good movie. It's all right.
Oh, no, it's good. I mean, they ain't winning no Oscars, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's good. It's very entertaining. I watch it again. It's all right.
But did you actually pay attention the first time? Because I had to watch it twice.
Well, I kept falling asleep the first few times. I mean, it's good.
So the answer is no.
I guess the answer is no then. But if it be late at night, I watch stuff. But shout out to The Gentleman, though. I like that movie. I like the actors in it.
You took way too long to watch that movie.
You right, because I like the stuff they get on HBO. I pay for HBO and stuff for a reason. You went to the movie theater and saw it.
No, not that.
No. Yeah, but you do like Redbox and
Only
stuff.
thing
I don't do stuff like that. Oh.
Only thing movie theater recently we went was Tenet.
And I don't do pay-per-view.
I'm definitely not waiting for Tenet on video. I was going first day. Fam, Christopher Nolan, you smoking, and John David.
You went at the height.
John David, HBO.
That's probably why you got COVID.
We already had it. It was after that.
Dang, super spreader. You took it to the theater.
It was after we recovered.
I hope. LeBron voting. Did you vote? Because you sent it to us.
Oh, yeah. Fam, what in the world?
You know what's amazing is how many people are so angry at the voting thing.
Fam, do you see James Harden right now?
What?
Oh, my God. James Harden looks like he weighs 300 pounds.
Oh, yeah, he's big right now. He don't even care no more. He's still balling, though. I see a lot of people on Twitter. Fam, did you see BR Kicks? What's his name that came on the podcast? Rich Mays? Rich Mays did one of them videos where, like,
I'm going to need you to look at this.
A green screen or whatever. And he's on there complaining about, like, what people voted for. Fam. Let me tell you something about LeBron sneakers. Nobody should care this much.
LeBron was right that those two should have been in there. But other than that, like,
fam, no. LeBron should have told Nike to make those. I don't understand what we're voting for. 1, 2, LeBrons aren't polarizing enough to be going against other LeBrons. They should do a tournament of like one model and the colorways. Like doing against like a Generation Zoom 1 versus like a 11, it doesn't make any sense because, and this was so funny. When I had posted that thing with Off-White Chicago's being voted higher than Chicago ones. The retro OG Chicago ones versus Off-White Virgil's.
Off-White's one, I think.
One. But you know, everybody says, yo, it's kids, it's kids, it's kids. Then this happens, everyone's baffled. And then they're like, it's kids, it's kids. No, the fam, you can't put a Zoom generation against like any of the newer LeBrons. Like the kids, that's all they know. They don't know nothing about no Zoom generation. They don't know nothing about them cartoon sixes or whatever. Stewie threes or cartoon sixes or whatever. Fam, don't nobody care about that. Animal print 2. First of all, the LeBron 2 is one of the worst sneakers.
2 of the 7s lost, though, I think. Or, yeah, two.
Okay, and you know what? 2 of the 7s should have lost. Because, you know what? 2 7s should have lost because the way they treated Rare Carpet 7s and Christmas 7s this year.
I mean, that might be a good point.
Rare Carpet 7s are probably one of the best 7s of all time. Maybe one of the best LeBrons of all time. The joints, no joke. I almost doubled up. I looked on Go just to see what the prices are. 88. All right. 88 for those. And the Christmas, no, I'm sorry. Christmases were 97 and Red Carpets were 118. And I was like, fam, look at this disrespect. And they out here yelling at Nike about these voting LeBrons. None of you want those LeBrons if they would just come out regularly. I seen cats like, yo, we need those Animal 2s. Fam, do you know how big a LeBron 2 is? Those are for poachers. Those are for animal poachers. Should nobody want that much animal print on a shoe that big? I voted, and like whether stuff won or not, they had like LeBron has 18 pairs of sneakers. All right, there's only maybe 3 or 4 that we all kind of like. 3 7s, some 8s, and a 9 or whatever. Fam, just vote for the sneakers and get this over with. Like, who cares? Like, they're heated. I've never seen Rich May's face on BR Kicks like this. Yo, I can't believe you guys did that to the Stewie 6s. I care about them Stewie 6s. I voted, though, just in case. But everybody's mad. Like, yo, y'all trying to get something to win that y'all not going to be able to get in the first place. So, relax. But yeah, everybody posted, like, all these websites that posted, like, their upsets. Like, what was the upset in the round? I'm like, this isn't
from LeBron.
This isn't March Madness. They said there was some key upsets. I was like, key upsets, man. Everybody wants that Animal 2. I don't give a shit about it. None of y'all care about it. I
voted for that one.
Nobody even cares about these LeBrons.
I don't remember who went up against who, but no, the reason why I say 7s shouldn't have lost is because they were going up against like 15s and 14s and stuff. Like
they're like a South Beach 15.
Who cares about any of that?
Don't nobody care about that nonsense.
They won, huh?
Wait. Yeah, one of them won. I should have wrote down what won.
Some of them whacked. Well, here, I'll just go to it right now. I'm going to tell you which ones that are whacked that won. Now,
and LeBron 9s are okay. I like LeBron 9s. That's one of my favorite LeBrons of all time.
Yeah, that's fine. Where is this nonsense? So, as of right now, there's an 11 left, which looks like the Iron Man 11.
Was it round 2? That's a championship ring or something. Ring ceremony or something. Fam, don't nobody care about no LeBron 11.
Fairfax PE LeBron 11 against a LeBron 10 ring ceremony. Now, LeBron 10s, to me, the shoe design is nice, like this shape, but all them, like the swoosh and everything, looking like a diamond or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
like,
I hate that. I like them jade ones. I think there was like a jade one and like that. Remember that one that came in a King's box? It was like burgundy. That was all right.
Maybe a lot of those 15s and stuff did lose. I thought they all won.
Some stuff lost, so some stuff won. But look, at the end of the day, Purple Generations should have probably came out, but them is ugly. I mean, let's be honest with you. Now they're dope to us.
It went up against the 8. That's their fault.
What?
Purple Generations. I didn't realize it went up against the 8.
Yeah, but it went up against a V2 8. It didn't even go against like the South Beach Model 8.
Yeah, but
there was 2 8s. Anyway, it lost against a Black Red 8. Y'all want another Black Red LeBron?
That's a good point, but it was a PE though. It was like a special.
Yeah, it was a special one, but
even though it's black and red and white, but it was a special night.
Yeah, look, Zoom Generation Purples, they're fire to us and ugly at the exact same time. Animal print 2s.
Those 10 suck. Those 11 suck. That 11 beat, what's them Knicks Heroes? What's they called? Hero Pack or whatever?
No, the 7s.
Yeah, what's it
Hardwood
called?
Classic.
Hardwood Classic, yeah.
They should have won.
Fam, duh.
We've been asking for those forever.
Iron Man 11, of Fairfax PE. Looks like Iron Man.
That's because kids voted for us. A lot of kids probably got in the sneaker game at LeBron 11s. So that to them means a lot more.
I must have forgot a lot of stuff that won because I thought like 15s and stuff won, but I guess not.
No,
they got a 2 9, two 9s, a 3, a 1, an 11, and a 10.
I don't even know what 11 and 10s look like. Wasn't like the 10 corks? Like, suck. I had the corks.
You got them, fam.
Yeah, I remember Lenore's mom.
She is LeBron.
Yeah, she is LeBron. Went and got them for me at Mercer in New York.
Cousin, huh?
Shipped that box to me all taped up. I'm glad I was able to sell those joints. Them joints are flaking cork in the box.
Fam, I'll tell you what. Ever since like been watching Desus and Mero a lot with the new Showtime show. Every time
is it on TV?
Yeah,
they got audience?
Just take like nah, I don't think so. They just take hiatus and stuff. Every time I think of Long Island, it's either mafia or police, NYPD or mafia.
Definitely
they all talk
mafia.
the same.
But
that's where they live, right?
Who? Desus and Mero?
No, man.
Oh.
LeBron,
no. Oh, yeah.
LeBron
she lives. Nah, you know what? She live on, I think, maybe Staten Island, I think.
Oh, same thing.
And the mom that live in Queens, so.
Oh, yeah. That's different.
That's different. Virtual 20 coming out. You copping? Man, I can imagine taking 20 L's in one day. Us taking that 10 L that one day was insane. If they drop 20.
I think what they mean is like 11 through 20, which means it's the 20. I don't think it means like. I mean, I don't know, but like.
I thought it was 20.
Fam. Yes, I'm reselling everything. I doubt there's a shoe that I'll want to put on my own foot. Unless that like black 4 is part of it. I mean, that one I guess I would wear.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Everyone said that is never coming out. It was either a fake or it was a sample that wasn't meant to be released, which I'm sure that's plausible too. I mean, I obviously would wear that shoe, but do I care about it? No.
A long time ago, they said there was supposed to be an Off-White 3, so I don't know if that may be a part of it. Who knows, man?
I'm assuming it's all the ones that were at that sample show or whatever. Like at
I seen people trying
like
to
a yellow
guess
something.
Yeah, Air Force One's a yellow one, and that's for like the Boston Museum, because the blue ones were for the Met, I think.
I mean, that screenshot that I showed you kind of it looked like there was a yellow shoe. I don't know.
I thought they were gonna have some new shoes, like Air Max 1s or something. Air Max 1 should have been in the first pack, anyways. They had what in the first pack? 97s and 90s.
To be honest, man, I'm not excited for nothing. Like, there's not a shoe that Nike has that I'm like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Like a model itself that I'm like, oh, I need it.
You was trying to get those?
But if I wouldn't be like Off-White that. I don't need that.
And Off-White and that might be better.
Because you think it slimmed it down. That's why.
Maybe.
Honestly, like, the only thing that is that much different is the Jordan 5. If you think about all the shoes he made, the only thing that's that much different, maybe the Presto, maybe, but the Off-White 5, he like.
I put my Presto on the other day. I was like, these suck, man. There's nothing to it. There's like, the material is not classic Presto material, but it's just the laces that made it like, yo, this is insane. And the tag, like that's all it is. I was like, these suck now. Like the Velcro, it's just a Presto. I never had any of the other ones, so, and I saw most of them in hand, like at Legend and like
obviously
at places.
That high top sucked, but I just sold it way too early.
Was that one that you had? Was it different? Like, was it like clear or something? What was it called? A Hyperdunk?
Yeah, it was when that. I want to say Draymond. It's definitely not Draymond's shoe, but he was wearing it. But it was when that Draymond was first.
Oh, that's right.
That shoe.
Yeah. Air Force Ones were.
That joint was whack.
What? That Hyperdunk? Oh.
Listen, he did an entire pack that basically was white. It makes no sense to me. Looking back on that pack, fam. I mean, I told you at the time, like, you said a lot of the stuff you like, but fam, that Air Max 90 sucks. The Air Max 97 sucks.
No.
To me.
The 90s did.
To me, the 90s
You
sucks.
thought the 90s were insane
sucks.
fire.
Who, the what?
The brown one? You thought that brown one, the Desert Ore?
Oh, yeah, but I'm talking about the original 10.
Oh, that original
He
Air Max 90
started
was
doing
fire.
like colors after that.
Yeah.
No, I don't like any of that stuff. I'm saying that stuff is, when you look back, is like, man, what?
That original was fire.
The Air Force One that people pay $3,000, $2,000, $4,000, $5,000
The Jordan 1,
suck.
the Jordan 1 itself, it didn't age well. The
Suck.
Chicago.
Well, I mean, we knew it sucked back then.
We had it.
The materials weren't that good.
I had the turquoise one, the UNC.
Yeah, same thing.
Awful. One of the worst shoes I ever touched. That's no lie.
Yes, it turned your hand clay.
It was awful. Box was awful. Shoe was awful. It was insane. I really wanted to like consider keeping it.
No,
Thank
you didn't.
God I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Probably should have kept it now. Probably what, like 3,000 now? It's gotta be.
Yeah, we obviously sold too early. There's a lot of shoes we sold too early.
That was in the height of my debt. I had no choice.
The height.
I was in the peak. That's when I was. That's when I was in dangerous waters.
The peak. None of those shoes I'm looking back right now. Like maybe the best one to me now in 2020 was the like foam racer. What's that one called?
I could barely remember. I'm not even joking. Foam racer.
I mean, it's not called foam racer, but it was the only one with React, and it was like the thinnest shoe of them all.
Best one I could think of is probably still the Presto.
Here, let's see. How are there 1,000 off-white sneakers? I mean, I know he has his own brand too, but what?
Oh, my stomach is
I got the triple black Presto too. Sucks. The Zoom Fly, the white one.
Let me see. I don't know what that is. Was it a women's one?
Nah.
Zoom Fly. Oh my God, that sucks.
Oh, you smoking?
Forgot that existed. Don't you have those in like a different color?
This isn't the same one you got.
No, the Mercurial. I had the Mercurial ones. Ooh, the Mercurials. Oh my God. Them was insane whack. Yeah, you know what? That original 10 didn't age well whatsoever.
I mean, this is all right. I guess I shouldn't say too much bad about the 97. It's okay. It's not fire. It's okay.
That one is fire.
It's okay. The Vapor Max that you wanted, fam, I didn't like it at the day, and I still don't like it. I do not know.
Oh, that one fire too.
Fam, you just said it didn't age well, and
some
now
of them are
everything fire.
Some of them are right. Some are okay.
You don't stop.
All right. Well, enough of that. Claypool with Jordan Brand. I'm not gonna lie, this podcast is not gonna be long today, B.
I mean,
getting out of here. Honestly, you know what? I really don't care about Claypool with Jordan Brand.
Already kind of long.
Oh, is it? Oh, look, Claypool with Jordan Brand is like it doesn't matter. First of all, football players.
Why they announce it after the season? I don't get it. Season's
That's
over.
the problem. That's the problem with this.
It doesn't make no sense.
The only issue with this is the timing. They just got thrashed by the Browns. It's like I don't care now. Now he had 2 touchdowns in the game. No, that's good. But it's like it's funny now. It's like boy, like. I wish they would have announced it beforehand.
Boy.
I wish they would have announced it beforehand because then I could have really came in here with my curse. It would have worked. But he was probably on there then. It was. You know what? I had a feeling he was because one game I seen him on the sideline.
You didn't put that on your notes. Don't come up with it now.
No, but I did one game I saw him on the sideline. I said, why he chose to wear Jordan gloves? I was like, I've never seen the gloves. He had some all white gloves and Jordan on it. And I was like, why did he choose to wear those? I didn't even don like he may be a Jordan athlete or whatever. He's good though. Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do quarterback wise.
I hate Notre Dame players so much.
You don't hate him though. He's a good one.
He's good, but like there are certain players that it's like
there's only one Notre Dame player.
They went to Notre Dame, but there's something hateable about Claypool. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably because he's on the Steelers.
I mean, going Notre Dame to the Steelers does not help.
The only Notre Dame
Franco Harris
player...
still laughs in person when people ask him about the immaculate. Did you catch it? He just laughs and walks away. That guy's a jerk.
I like Rudy. He was a good Notre Dame player. And I like Samardzija, but he played for the Cubs, so... that was it.
I don't like him. Rudy, everyone likes Rudy. You can't hate Rudy. Samardzija, I hate him the most. Greasy.
Good pitcher. He's a good wide receiver, too.
Fam, he's like... he looks like a grease ball. Like, head always wet. Hair always wet.
Hair was always wet.
You know how you say that about
Mike
Miller?
He looked like Lawrence. Hair just always seemed like...
Yeah, but he didn't go to Notre Dame, number one. And he's a quarterback, number two. A lot of quarterbacks look like that. Samardzija said, I'm not going to play wide receiver. I'm going to go pitch, and his hair is still always wet. Like, he looks just...
He do look crazy. All right, we doing leakers.
Let's do it.
Let's see what you got for leakers. I sent you a bunch, so you can use those. I already created stuff for it.
Let's see here. Jordan 3, Georgetown.
You don't need Jordan 3s?
Are you calling them navies? Oh, those navies.
I thought they were Georgetowns.
I mean, maybe they are. I don't know.
You got any Jordan 3s? I feel like I ask you that all the time. I don't have. Oh, you know what? I got chlorophylls. They're the only Jordan 3 I have. I don't have any OGs or nothing. I forgot I had chlorophylls. I bought those at the outlet because I thought they were fire. No, I'm not buying Georgetown. Navy blue shoes are whack. I've never liked navy blue shoes. Used to like those navy blue Ultra Independence Days.
Your favorite Ultra
Oh, yeah. That's one of the best all time. I gave mine an Oscar, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's different.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I gave my navies the Oscar. He trashed them, too. They are through. We might have made a bad buy buying those Ultra Boosts this year. I haven't worn one. Have you worn any of yours?
Red. Yeah, all of them, pretty much. Reds and greens.
You wore all your Ultra Boosts that we just bought last year? I mean, Olives, burgundies.
I didn't buy burgundies.
What? So you didn't buy them today? They're 110?
I think they've been that cheap for a while, though.
So you're not going to buy them?
I don't think so. I got the other burgundies. I told you that. I mean, they don't count, but...
Then that's why you should buy them.
I wanted olives more than anything. But I've worn olives. I wore those all triple reds or all reds or whatever we're going to call them. What else did I buy?
Look at the toe box on this, man. Come on, fam. These are used.
Yeah, but you can see... Oh, you mean the actual toe box. Let's jump about that rubber part.
No, like this.
Yeah, it's painted dirt.
Nah, I can't do that.
You can hike Camelback.
I can't do these, B.
I know you be doing a lot of errands, so if you go to Target tonight, I need to know, fam.
Yeah, I think I am got to go tonight.
Let me know. Send me a picture from the aisle so I know you're not lying. So I know it's real.
I think I am going to Target tonight. I don't know. You like them Georgetown 3s?
Nope. I'm not copping no 3s ever again, probably, unless I'm copping for a child.
I think I got to buy black cement or white cement. I have to have an OG.
Fam, I told you, like, out of everything Nike's making, I'm not really, the only thing I'm excited for, model-wise, is Jordan 4. Like, taupe haze, and we'll see what else they do. Fam, those PSGs did something to me. Pause. Look. They sent me on.
You won't even wear your OGs, and now you talking about these did something to you.
I wore the cements.
When?
Not the black cement, the white cement.
Yeah,
well, picture.
Yeah, that was what, 2 years ago?
No, it wasn't, man. That was like.
It wasn't last year.
Probably like right before COVID.
No, it wasn't. You sent the picture. That was definitely not before COVID. That was 2019.
I mean, that's not long ago.
Well, then they should do something for you to wear.
We couldn't do anything. Where was I gonna wear it to?
I don't care about them.
PSGs. I mean, I'm excited for dunk colorways in general. Like UNLVs, I'm excited for. I kind of want the green ones. But like a shoe, if someone was like, "What shoe are you excited for?" I'm not really excited for like any shoes specifically. Like, I would enjoy very much if Gundam 98s came out again. I would cop. I would be excited about it. I'm not too excited. I want to see what OG Man is gonna do with Adidas. Fear of God, OG Man.
You excited, aren't you? I am.
I want to see.
I'm excited for it. I'm sorry. Fear of God Man is about to do something nice. Watch. If they give him the platform, like full control of what he wants to do, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. He'll go make something fire. Watch.
I mean, why wouldn't he? Isn't he VP of?
Yeah, hey, you never know. I don't want them saying like, hey, here's a shell toe and a Rod Laver and a Stan Smith and a boost you wear and a Kobe 1 and get to work.
Oh, Kobe's. I might be excited for Kobe's actually because it's probably going to be the year of the Kobe.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for Kobe's.
Well, yeah, because you got a Grinch. I haven't got none of them, so I ain't thrilled.
But you could buy one because
I should probably buy one now. They're pretty cheap. The Bruce Lee's, they're not too bad.
Fam, some of those 5s that came out are like 240, 250,
they're not
260,
too bad.
280.
They're almost but the problem is fees.
You consider 280 resale, so
yeah, but for a
GOAT doesn't have as many fees though. That's the thing. I mean, the price difference is normally big, so it's like adds up. But like if you get a sale on GOAT,
fam, I almost paid $225 for these early. I was like, I forget. I ain't gonna try on sneakers. They ain't gonna hook me up.
Jay won't even respond to me. Ask him if they sold out in China yet. He won't respond.
These or the other ones?
That one.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But that one in the Tom Sachs colorway. Pause. Look. Do I need to say pause on Tom Sachs' name? It's a name.
Sachs. What else you got?
I don't know.
I'm excited for Griffey's, but I'm not gonna get them because they're limited.
Griffey what?
Griffey Freshwaters, the Griffey 1. Air Max Griffey 1?
Why would that be Air Max 1 Griffey or the Griffey 1?
Griffey Air Max, the Griffey Max 1, whatever it's called.
Oh, all right. So the actual Griffey shoe, though, not an Air Max 1 in those colors.
No. The Griffey shoe.
Why wouldn't you get it?
Because it's super limited. Some stores already dropped them, like a lot of mom and pop shops already dropped them. They weren't supposed to. They come out February 15th, but Nike already said that they're super limited. So we'll see.
Can't see.
I'm hoping that like maybe like a Manor or somebody get it, because I will ask for it personally. I'm not doing no raffles. No. Ring it up. Put it in the M bag. All right. Ring it up. What else?
Whatever you talking about. I am excited about them Yeezy 700 Suns, though. I am excited about those.
Suns? Oh, I'm definitely trying for those. Suns and the 380 Alien Blue.
Nope, I don't care about that.
What? That joint is fire. That joint is fire.
Nope.
Have you seen it?
Nope, I don't know. I probably.
Okay. Yeah, you have. It's the Alien model that you said is like way too flimsy. But the bottom got that ice blue on it, and then it's like that little tint green where that stripe is. That joint is fire.
I'm sure they suck. AJ1 Switch. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's the one you zip.
The unzip shoe.
Yeah, you zip off.
Super sucks. Oh, actually, I am excited for Jordan 1 low OG shape to come back. I should have said that.
That don't seem like to be on pretty much anybody's radar right now. Like typically we'd be seeing like some early pics. Like we saw like some renderings, but we haven't seen like nothing. Like, yo, first look, the official pictures. When they come out? Summer or something?
So it must be a long way away though. The Switch came out already like 6 months ago.
The Switch, these zip off don't look as bad as I thought it did.
Oh, they suck.
When you zip it off. It's an OG model. It's an OG shape.
No, they suck.
Yeah, I don't like the zipper on top.
Supreme Dunk SB, all the official pics finally came out.
Nah. They're fire. They're fire. They're way better than we thought when they came out.
No, don't do that.
And if I got any of the colorways, I keep them.
We knew exactly what they look like. Don't do that.
How about
Best
some Supreme
one
this week,
ranked
too?
is green.
FYI.
What?
I bought some Supreme this week, too. FYI.
You always do. Green, number 1. Black, number 2.
Green, number 1.
Probably blue, number 3. And that Dookie Sandwich, number 1.
The brown one might be number 3, number 2. I would never say that about brown leather because you know how I feel about leather like that on a sneaker.
And if I see anybody put black laces in the green ones, I'm slapping you. Don't keep green laces.
Where you see that at?
What you talking about?
Oh, I thought you saw somebody already do it already or something.
I mean,
nah, white or green, that's it.
No, green. I mean, I don't know. They come with 3 laces?
I don't know.
If I get green, I'm keeping. Are you kidding me?
Oh, really?
Fam, if it was a regular Dunk in that color, I would keep. It doesn't matter that it's Supreme to
If
me.
you get the blue one, you keeping it?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think I will either.
It depends what it looks like when I open the box, but nah.
The green one, I definitely keep the green one.
As a flipper,
I might keep the brown one.
Flipper Anderson.
If I end up getting my hands on a Fear of God brown hat and those, and brown Dickies, and a brown shirt, and a brown plaid over it, banging.
You and Skate doing outfit grids.
I'm going to do an outfit grid one day.
Of course you are.
You should do one too and send me the picture.
For the gram,
you need to take more pictures and send them to me so I can post them.
I don't go nowhere.
You be at the house? Take a picture of the house.
Yes, my TV.
Go in the front yard. Do the weather.
The Christmas tree's still up.
Your tree's still up?
Yeah.
Fam, man? Take the tree down.
What were we saying?
You said Dunk SB. What else come out?
No, hold on a second. You were talking about, what's that? What's the brown hat all about? That's what I want to ask. What's
the best one? I don't know why.
Fear of God brown hat, like
I
the
like
fitted
the
ones that just came out. You talking about?
I got the red one. I got the navy one. The red one I still really care about. It's something about the brown one that's dope. I want a brown Dodgers hat too. I don't want.
They came out.
No, but it had like blue on it or something
fam.
That blue on it. No, I want brown, white. That's it. Yeah, they're cool, man.
Dookie Sandwich. Huh?
I like it. I like it. It's joint tight. I like that one.
You want to talk about beef jerky? You actually work for UPS if you get this. You get comes with a contract.
Okay. That joint tight.
Comes with a disclosure.
Yeah, it's a tracking number.
Employment disclosure. Tight is a little over the top.
UPS
delivered. I don't understand. Fam, I just found a brown Dodger hat like yesterday. I sent you the thing, didn't I?
No.
Oh, no, you sent it to me from Long Beach store.
Yeah, but that was like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It was $35 when most hats are $45.
It was all brown. Oh, I bought one. I bought that. I bought it from Proper LBC. I bought it. I bought it. You're right. I don't need no Fear of God brown hat no more. Yo, what them brown Dunk Supremes at? B, I need them. I
don't think they're brown. I think they're the same color as those Air Max 1s I got.
Oh, dates?
Prune dates.
Them whack.
Rocio,
Did you keep those?
Rocio, get control of your man. He copping stuff he don't even know what he cop.
I forgot about that at my.
You can wear it with them shoes.
Oh my god, I'm never wearing these up.
You should at least try them on. Hold on,
try them on.
Let me see what price they are.
Put an astronaut hat on.
What are they called?
Tom Sachs.
Overlords.
Tom Sachs shoe called? I can't even remember.
Over the hills.
Mars Yards. That's what these are. Mars Yards. Mars Yards.
Overlords.
Tom
Oh,
Sachs
prices came down quite a bit on my size.
What about my size? I got a 9.5 beat.
Yeah, but box price is what? 130.
140.
No, it's not, is it?
Yep, 140.
Lies. Oh, they are 140. 190.
I can sell for 190. How much I make? $27.
Probably peanuts. Better than returning it. You must not have a UPS store close. I don't know why you
right
going
down
to
the
Nike. You know?
I don't go. I haven't been back to Nike to return nothing in a long time.
Let me see what these overlords
I haven't won on sneakers in a long time to return nothing.
On Gizzo.
I couldn't tell you the last time I returned something at Nike.
Fam, I be copping stuff on Nike just from alerts from nerds, nerd Twitter alerts. And then like I'm like, do I want it? Take it back.
Look at you. I might keep these shoes just to be like what they call
Fam,
hippies.
you have your entire Undefeated pack already. I don't even have shipping confirmation yet.
Nobody does. What are the hippies called? Not the new hippies. Well, they're like cool hipsters. These are for hipsters.
All right.
So I might keep those. Fam, what comes out, man? Let's do this. We got football to talk about.
Those are for hipsters. Hold on a second, man. I'm looking up stuff.
Definitely copping Yeezy
Supreme.
Suns.
If I cop green, I'm keeping. If I cop black, maybe the other two suck, sell.
Yeah, suck or sell or.
Man, that's the topic for another show. Jordan 5 low China New Year.
You like those?
No.
Not at all?
Them joints suck.
They're all right.
Fam.
They're expensive, though. $230? They get out of here with that. Oh, no, $215. I was like, nah, I'm good.
I mean, is Jay or anybody gonna come on here and say like, well, like what you said, like, fam, you gonna stop making like Kente print?
I thought China stuff like every New Year was supposed to be like
Black History Month. You know what I mean? Like Chinese New Year, every shoe look the same.
Nike's gonna have to chill out with that ripping the shoe stuff, though. Like
the material coming off.
They gotta chill with that, man. That's over for that. I don't think it ever took off. I don't think it was ever cool.
Yeah. Yeezy 780 blue. I might have to look these up.
Dude, that joint is fire. It might be the best colorway.
That's the one you got next on the list, but
it might be the best colorway. Alien blue.
780. Oh, is it 780?
I don't
380.
Know. Is it a 380?
Yeah.
Oh, I got. Oh, that's a
380. What?
That's my 3 just weird.
Yes.
380.
I still don't know which one you're talking about.
Fam, what's up, man? Your Google's not working?
This?
No. Ew. What is that?
Ew. That's what Nice Kick says.
380. No, get off of there. Alien blue.
You might have put the wrong shoe model.
Here it is right here.
This?
I'll find it that quick. Yeah, that joint is. You crazy.
Oh, suck.
Do you think that sucks?
Oh, super suck.
No, look at this picture. He's standing straight.
He said, no, look at this. They even got them laces on that I've been talking about.
They gotta sell those.
That had Ricardo
those
stress.
Are insane fire.
Fam, Ricardo got to come on here and defend his own honor.
He had needle nose pliers. He had a whole toolbox.
Take it apart. Like, no, fam, you cut it and put the other laces in.
He almost customized the shoe.
Why do you think I ranted about it?
Them joints fire though.
Oh, suck.
You crazy. And Suns, and those.
Fam, you're so you would get that in a box and be like, why did I buy this?
I'll take it back then.
This is influencing you.
You're right. I haven't bought Yeezys in what, 2 years now?
Yeah, so buy the Sun and then you'll be content. You could even wear with the brown hat.
the OG ones.
No, you shouldn't.
The OG Wave Runner?
Fam.
Crazy. It's still a fire shoe.
Yeah, of course it is. Are you spending $600?
Oh, they what? They still that much?
I mean, do you want me to look it up?
Them joints retroed about 8 times.
I mean,
I'm about to steal Eggers. Fam, I know them joints are not that much money still. They got to be like $345 or something. I need glasses now. I literally can't see nothing.
9.5, $557.
No, I'm good.
The yellow ones might be better.
I could buy 3 Mitchell and Ness.
And they're only $240. That might mean, you know what? Them only being $240 might bring more buyers to the market, fam. We might have to fight people for these yellow ones.
No, I don't think that. We'll have to fight people because they want those yellow ones. Everybody's going to want these yellow ones. Everybody want these yellow ones. When Yeezy put all them shoes in a circle and laid down in the middle of that street, them yellow ones, they had circles on. People circled them yellow ones. People was like, ooh, what is those? Oh, you know what? When he put all the Yeezys on that table by color palette, I remember that was one that they circled like, yo, what is that in the background? And it was fire.
Yeah, but if it was 300, I wouldn't care. The only reason, I mean, I'm not the only reason I want it.
It's 280 now.
No, 240.
Oh, dang, $60. I'm copping.
Yes, big
I might get doubles.
All right.
I do need that though.
Now, it's still going to end up over 260 with tax, but that's a lot more swallowable pause than 329 or whatever.
I did not understand how people was paying that 300 for Wave Runners.
You just said you copping.
Insane. You remember 300?
No. I refuse. Jordan 4, Travis Scott.
I will say I like them a lot more now.
Taupe Haze. Look at you. I'm an early adopter.
I only like them now because we have actual pictures now.
If you want them,
when you first showed them,
you better say something.
To who?
Fam, my parents already en route. Okay, it's not en route, but it's something.
Tell them to put your Undefeateds in there as well.
Yes, drive the Sprinter van to my house and drop them off.
I was so surprised that it seems like a lot of people that we know didn't get the U-Man with the Undefeated pack.
I don't think anyone else got it. Besides, I mean, everyone on Twitter I saw got it, and you. And then since you said that, no one else got it.
And Skate had opened his, and he was like, "I didn't get it." And I said, "Oh, you want mine?" Because I was gonna let him have it. Like,
I mean, is it worth money or
I don't know.
Why is everyone so?
I figured.
Fam, they said they put. I seen people on Twitter said they pulled the little thing out and put the shoes on it and moved it, and the shoes already flew off and lost them.
Wait, what? The man actually walks? Like, how they fly off? What were they doing? Hey, yo,
he has his own Air Max 97s, fam.
Yeah, but what do you mean they flew off? Like, what was he like? Oh, do.
Hey, fam, talk to them people on Twitter.
If it's worth money, I'm slinging. But I was like, since Skate always hooks us up with hats, well, gets them for us and ships them. I was like, you can have my U-Man, you want it? Like, but
I
haven't checked any prices on it. That's what
and why is it called Cokies or Coke Eyes or whatever? That's another thing I don't understand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's what the thing is called.
Oh, I thought it was a Funko. I thought it was. Oh, I don't know. It came with 2 boxes. One box with the shoes and a carbine, whatever that's called, and then the other man has a U-Man barefoot in it.
A rifle?
No.
Like, what?
One of them keys that one of my keys like hooked to my thing, the hook things. A carbine, ain't what it's called?
I have no idea. Carbine is a rifle.
It came in one of those.
M1 Garand. A carbine rifle.
Oh no.
Carmine
Tom Clancy's one of them games.
Carmine, fam, I'm not joking when I say that Will Smith clone movie, the first 25 minutes are absolute fire, and then it just turns into the goofiest.
It's goofy. And the ending,
even the dialogue is fire. I'm sure Ricardo complained about this, but even the 25 minutes, the dialogue in the first 25 minutes is fire.
When they were fighting, even when they made contact with each other, it looked awful. Like, I hated. It felt like, you know what I hate? I hate when, like, it's come to conclusion that there's 2 of you now, and you're clearly made from each other.
The kid
but
still couldn't tell.
Couldn't figure it out.
No, Will Smith could.
Yeah, but the kid was still like, I hate that.
You don't look like me.
I'm saying, oh, come on, be enough. Like, we came to the resolution. He's clearly you. Young one's like, I don't know. I don't think they would do that to me. This is weird. I'm like, you know what?
Now, the movie's old, so I don't think we're rooting anyone. But when she shot him in the arm and he floated off in that underground water, what was he saying? You're not me. Isn't that what he was saying?
He said like, no, you not, or something. He said you look like me, or he said no, you not, or something like that. I don't know what he said. Damn, I was like, he float off. They done went through an awful lot. He took one bullet.
Oscar of the year for Will Smith because he played 3 roles. But
that movie was so. And then he went to HBCU at the end. I went to a college, whatever.
Spelman.
Fam, he put his own clone to college. I was like, yo, so that's the mom now? He the dad now?
Yeah, he was acting like the dad.
Oh my God.
He was like, I am you.
That was some of the worst writing too. That would have been much better if it would have been. I don't know what Gemini Man was a book, so I think that's what it was about.
I'm glad I knew what the movie. Like this was the second time I watched it, but I'm glad I knew what it was before I saw it the first time because I would have been like, "Oh my god, this movie is." Watch the first half an hour, I'd have been like, "Oh my god, this movie is fire!" And then just like
it was fire. The first time you saw it, you told me, you said, it ain't that bad.
Well, that's a far reach from fire. All right. Was I entertained by the movie regardless?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I was entertained. Even the action stuff is whack, though. When he threw that bike, like, come on, man.
It was, the dude riding a bike was a, it wasn't real. It was an alien. I mean, it was what's that, CGI? Yeah, what? So fake.
What else come out? Or what else leaked?
Carmine 6.
No. Actually, hold on. Go back to top fours. Top fours? Oh, yeah.
I said it.
So you already asked up there?
Yeah.
Oh.
The answer I heard was Super GR.
Oh.
But then also he said, you got your pair.
Oh, yeah. So. I'm not asking about that. I don't think, they tight, but I want Nike Air in the back, like Travis Scott's. We can have the tab replaced. I know somebody to do it. All right, I know somebody who do it for like $100.
Okay, all right. I don't care about that.
Oh, I do.
Nike Air, no, you don't.
What?
You only care about it on retro pairs. You don't care about it on stuff that ain't never came out.
Fam, the fact that they even allowed Travis Scott to put them on his.
You want him to put Cactus Jack on yours?
Honestly, yeah, we could get that done too. You said it, should have said that. Yeah, okay. Carmine 6 is.
I don't think I said that. I probably like Rico or somebody said that.
You said they should have put Cactus Jack on it. That's
exactly if I said that, it probably was a joke.
Carmine 6 is absolutely no. You know I can't stand Jordan 6's.
Carmine 6s are for people who camp out for sports cars.
I have never liked 6s with the color paneling. You think Olympic 6s are one of the best ones? Them joints.
There's not that many.
The last time I wore those,
we did a Jordan 6 list at one point, and we were like,
they all suck. The last time I wore Olympic 6s, most of them suck. The last time I wore Olympic 6s was me, you, Hannah, and Roswell went to Gallo Blanco. Is that what it was called? When it was at the original spot in the hotel. That's how long ago I wore those.
I think that joint closed like 15 years ago.
Yeah, and now it's back down the street, ain't it? We went to it again when it reopened in that hood.
On Welcome Diner. What street is that?
I don't know, but it's the hood.
Yeah, but it's right next to Welcome whatever, I think.
Yeah, I just right down uptown, downtown, whatever it's called. That's a weird area. I'm trying to get back there, though.
I don't even know if it's still there. I haven't been there since that day.
Neither. Y'all go out to eat still?
Damn, it's COVID.
I know, but have y'all? Some people still go out to eat.
The last time I went to somewhere was to sports bar on the patio to watch Alabama game. But before that, the last time I went was like a month probably.
After that college football game. I hate college football.
Not Alabama Notre Dame weekend because there was back-to-back games. And Phil wanted to go because Cincinnati was like right before that. So it was like Cincinnati and then Alabama, whatever, and then Clemson, Ohio State.
We're going to talk about that for a little bit. Let's finish these up real quick.
Griffey won Freshwater.
Copped! I'm not copping, but copped. I want it.
I don't know what BAPE.
Oh, no. That BAPE, Jordan 1. Whatever. I really don't have much to say about that. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I gotta say about it, though?
Babes are fake.
I seen Kai and his people. I seen Kai and his follower talking about Bape copy him. I'm like, all right, man. Like, I'm just, you know what? I don't like how independent people act on the internet. No, I don't whatsoever. No. All of them act insane, and it drives me nuts. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's talk about these football games, shall we? So we can go home. They'll make it some great timing. I'm about to go look for some sports cards.
If I found out you copped in it.
Let me say something. Let me tell you, man, you smoke because you think I want that stuff. You definitely tripping.
You probably do.
I don't even want to look up how to. I don't have enough brain space to do so. I can barely keep up with the kids at home. Work is a disaster. And sneakers and the podcast, and I don't have no more space in my head for that. Everybody, you got to get on Clubhouse. Somebody was like, they was on Clubhouse. I'm about to sneak this podcast. They were upping you guys on the Clubhouse.
What's Clubhouse? I don't even know what that is.
It's another app. Chat House. Button always talking about it. And it's where like literally celebrities be on there.
Chatty House.
Like, I don't know. Celebrities literally be on there. Like talking about like Lorenzo, Fear of God, man. He was on there talking about his Adidas deal, and like anybody can listen to him talk. You like talk, record it, and then you can like listen to it. Yeah, Like, it's a big thing right now.
I thought you talking about the club in Tempe.
It's a big thing, but I was like, no, I don't have it. Will it still be on there listening to like investment advice and all that stuff?
So it's basically a podcast.
That's basically what it is. But like everybody's on. Like Joe Budden live in there. Like you go in there and they be in there like topics like, oh.
Why is Rory, by the way, on video? They say,
oh yeah, COVID. He isn't now.
I thought they all had it at the same time.
Nah.
Like because
only Joe did.
Joe came to the thing sick. They didn't get it, both of them?
Nah. They didn't get it then, but he got it now. So.
Dang.
Let me say something about college football real quick. Okay.
About what?
College football real quick. Okay. I was always pro letting the lower teams in. Like Cincinnati, BYU, all those teams. I was always for that because I felt like I think it's more NFL. NFL, I really truly believe in any given Sunday you can lose. I don't believe that in college football whatsoever.
The talent level's different. That's what I
don't believe that it whatsoever. Fam, there's no other team that could beat Alabama or nothing. Like, but at the same time, I'm sick and tired of seeing Alabama,
so am I.
Ohio State, LSU. I didn't even watch it. I watched the little things here and there.
I watched it because I like Devontae Smith. I mean, that's literally.
I had it on. I just couldn't really focus on it. And I just saw him, fam. Devontae Smith. I mean, he looked like Allen Iverson out there running around. There is no way he's gonna survive in the NFL. No way whatsoever. Him, huh? You think he'll be good in the NFL?
Yes.
No, he's not. I can guarantee it. He's going to be like Deshaun Jackson. And Deshaun Jackson was in the NFL.
I mean,
he's going to be hurt. He got hurt in the Alabama game and sat out, half the game.
He hurt his finger. You relax.
So? All right. His fingers are skin and bones.
Yes.
Imagine him.
The other bigger receiver's fingers are bigger.
Imagine him lined up against Jalen Ramsey, dude. Jalen Ramsey is a monster, all right? He would, there's not even a chance. He's not going to be good in the NFL, man.
Oh, you smoking. Huh?
All right. You think, you know how I feel about Ohio State quarterbacks.
You are actual smoking.
I thought that game was whack, man. I'm so sick of it.
Of course it's whack. It was a blowout.
They were in it for a little bit.
It was fire because Devontae Smith is really good.
Yeah, it was entertaining. But the defense that whatever they were playing, Ohio State was playing, I'd never seen it before. It wasn't a 2-3, it wasn't a 3-2, it wasn't a 4-6. It was another. I didn't know what one prevent. I don't know what they were playing. I had never seen somebody be ran past. You know what? You know what it did? It made me think the quarterback.
That linebacker was trying hard to run.
I was like, there's no way he's catching up to him. What's the quarterback name for Alabama?
Mac Jones. Yeah.
He might be better than people not talking about.
Nah, he's whack.
I don't
Which
know.
means John Gruden's probably going to pick him.
If you can hit a target running that fast as much as he could, he might be better. He might be really good. I think he might be good. What year is he? Sophomore?
No, he's a super senior. He's coming out.
Oh, yeah. Somebody better watch out for him. Watch. I'm telling you. It's not easy playing like that with somebody like that. There's been plenty of quarterbacks. It's not easy
to throw when all your players are wide open, man, if you don't stop.
Not like that.
Fam, his wide receivers are open every play.
Who's the other wide receiver on Alabama? Norris? What's his name?
Well, the other one that'll get drafted is Waddle. He was the one that was out there limping because he broke his leg or whatever earlier in the season. And then the other one who's just a sophomore is number 8. I don't remember his name. I was arguing with somebody on Twitter last night, obviously, about it.
Obviously.
Clearly.
Stay arguing on there. I don't know why you won't start a sports blog or even a sports Twitter page. I would start a separate Twitter just for sports and just call it like Crazy Sports Person and just talk mad stuff.
You barely got enough energy in life. Well, I barely got enough energy. You know?
You should have plenty of energy. You have 0 kids. Wait till you have kids.
You're right. I'm practicing now.
Yes.
Practicing, huh?
I thought you meant like acting like you got kids. Wait, come here.
Practicing for having no time and getting no sleep.
College football this year, some of the worst I've ever watched. I hated it.
I still think it should be expanded to 8 because I want to see those other teams play, but it's not going to matter.
I don't want them to accidentally get there and they end up playing like Alabama or somebody. Alabama is the greatest college football team in the history of sports. And then, you know what? Legitimately, this Alabama team might be the best Alabama team of all time.
Maybe, but they would get worked by LSU last year because Alabama had basically the same team with better receivers, and they did get worked by LSU.
Oh no!
And a better quarterback. They had Tua, who's better than Mac Jones, and they had better receivers, and they had probably a better defense. And LSU worked them over.
What was Mac Jones' numbers versus Tua's numbers? I don't think they were that dramatically different.
No, Mac Jones's numbers were probably better on like a per. They weren't better efficiency-wise because I think Tua broke every single record.
I think Tua's better. I don't know. I always liked Tua in college, but I never thought he was that good.
At one point, like in his sophomore or junior year, Tua had like more touchdowns than incompletions. I mean,
I like Jalen Hurts more in college than I did Tua. Nah. It sucked that he got hurt, and that's what happened.
Not me.
Okay. What are we talking about now? Playoff picks?
You said NFL.
Playoff picks B.
Rams at Packers.
I have no idea. You know what's stupid is that we couldn't pick. We both wanted to pick the Rams against that Seahawks game, and we should have. The Seahawks look like actual.
I need to watch that part of the show.
And they got rid of their. We both were like, man, we both want to. We want to pick the Rams, but we ended up picking the Seahawks.
Well, Pete Carroll is not going to learn his lesson because he already came out and said after the season, we're going to try to run the ball more next year. Fam, this is like the NBA. You don't shoot less threes, you shoot more threes. No, you don't pass the ball less, you pass the ball more.
Well, they fired their coordinator, so.
I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
I mean, I really want to pick the Rams.
Well, I can understand why, because they have people like number 99, but they also have Jared Goff.
I think if the Packers would have played Seahawks, I would have picked the Seahawks over the Packers. Seahawks always play the Packers tough. I got a feeling I'm going to pick Rams. I'm picking Rams to beat the Packers in Lambeau.
I mean, I just don't. If it was like another cold weather team, but...
They shouldn't. You're right. Shouldn't.
It's a dome team. Now, they've only been a dome team for 1 year, but it's a dome team going to...
Yeah, but they just went into Seattle and played outside. I mean, it ain't like...
a division game. You knew it was going to be close.
I got a feeling. I'm going to go Rams.
I can't do it. I got to go Green Bay because it's outdoors.
Are you doing any bets or anything?
January.
Oh.
I'm waiting for my friend in Detroit to get... They got their stuff passed. Like, they've had in-person sports betting, but they just passed the, like, app. So whenever they finally get it going, I'm going to send them like $200 or whatever. And just, I'm sure NFL,
they need to make
college,
it legal
whatever,
out here.
Be over by then, but I'll bet. NBA.
I really don't know if I want them to make it legal out here because I might be in some trouble.
You just got to just be responsible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not responsible. I'm not a responsible person with stuff like this. Especially if you win. Oh, my God. Don't let me win. All right. I win at blackjack. I'd be like, you know what? Put it all. I'm not even joking. Yeah. I'm the best winner, and then I lose it immediately.
Fam. Ravens at Bills. Might be the game now. It has the closest spread of the week, but that's probably the game.
I gotta pick Bills because I got them going to winning the Super Bowl now.
But you got them winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I changed my pick last week.
Yeah,
I made a new Super Bowl pick. But, you know, the Ravens beat the Titans, and they kind of beat them. You know, I mean, I guess. Titans, I don't know what Titans are doing. Titans didn't run the ball at all in the first down. But I didn't think the Ravens looked that great. I didn't think they were that dominant. Like they were like losing
but I think that
minds.
was a 100% Titans related thing.
Maybe
because he was 0-2 against the Titans, and what's the name head coach is the defensive coach. So I think he kind of had like.
I mean, the first Titans game this season, they both went to OT and scored like 40 points a game. The worst defense
in the league, and they did that against the Ravens in the playoffs.
I'm gonna go Bills because I have no choice. But you probably should pick Ravens.
I told you I would vote Josh Allen for MVP, so I want to pick the Bills, and I like Josh Allen for number one. He's from California, so all California players are Hall of Famers. So. I'm a Josh Allen fan, whatever you want to call it. Now I think the Ravens win. The last 5 weeks or whatever, the Ravens have been
their offense has been
unstoppable,
insane. Not this week though,
and defense playing well too. But
no touchdown passes.
Josh Allen and Diggs, yikes!
He should have been able to get a couple touchdown passes against the Titans. He's not going to be there. It's going to be hard against the Bills.
I think they know the offense. I think they stole the playbook. No?
Maybe, but they do seem to match up really well against each other. That's not right. That's a rivalry game.
The Titans had the worst defense in football by far. I mean, okay, I'm not going to say by far, but Cowboys. They were whack. No, fam.
Cowboys had a 5-game stretch where they gave their opponents on average 40 points a game.
But I'm not talking about points. I'm talking about yards per attempt. Points per possession, stuff like that. Cowboys do stuff where like the offense fumbles and the team picks it up and scores. That's not on the defense.
I think the Ravens might have been ranked pretty low in run defense. I think
they might have been. I don't know. I need to look it up. But I know the Titans were
that was an annoying
either
game.
30, 31, or 32 in almost every defensive category. They stunk. They couldn't stop the run. They couldn't stop the pass. They couldn't stop. Fam, Lamar Jackson was out there doing a jig on the field.
He was balling.
And what's called
He was running.
Who was that? What game was it? They went out there and started crip walking on the logo after the meal?
Was that one?
It was?
Yeah, because the Titans had did it to the Baltimore logo that one year. Damn. So then when they got the interception, they went out there doing that. What's that dance called everybody keep doing? The giddy? I don't know.
I'm old. About the one that like Justin Jefferson did where he like this. I have no idea what it's called. Him doing it was the first time I saw it, but I think they were doing it in college last year.
I seen Kirk Cousins do it, and I was like, all right. Let's see.
What was his? I was about to yell it out, but I don't even remember what it is. You like that?
Take that or something.
No, he said, you like that?
How you like that?
Pause. Look. I still laugh every time you talk about Take It Man. Take It Man. Does he exist?
Who?
Take It Man at work.
Oh,
I was trying to say take it easy or whatever. And you were like,
oh, that's right.
Oh, you told him. I said, take it easy, and you were like, you told him to take it.
Man, work seems like a fictional place that I ain't been there forever. He turned around. I was like, oops.
I mean, I never seen anybody with that reaction when you say take it easy.
I forgot about that. That was funny.
What's this? What, did I lose my thing here? Browns at Chiefs.
I don't know. Do you think the Browns have a chance? I've seen a few people saying earlier in the year when the Browns started trending, they were saying the Browns might be the one team that could give the Chiefs trouble. I don't know why. Did they play this year?
Now, I'll say this much. Baker is taking the leap, or the next step at least, because I didn't even think he could do what he did last week.
That game was so weird. I couldn't tell whose fault it was. Was it the Browns being good or the Steelers being bad? I couldn't tell. Yeah, because the Steelers were so bad that they could have did anything as long as they scored a point.
There was a couple
I went to the bathroom, came back, they had 37.
There was a couple times the Steelers cut it to like 12, 11, whatever, and then the Browns immediately went on like a touchdown march, and that was Baker. Like a lot, they ran the ball well, but fam, Baker is playing well. I hate him. Yeah, and as soon as they lose, I'm sending that meme to everybody, Simple included, family or whatever.
They not.
If somebody was smart, a Browns fan would do that and take that and put like super tight music and then have them doing that.
I tried it. I couldn't figure out how to download it. I had put it on the program I edit. I tried it. I was like, I don't like this. And then it didn't flow right. That bad beat is so perfect. I tried to take the music off of that too and put it on something else and send it to you guys. I couldn't figure it out. Man, I would love for the Browns to be dangerous. I would love. No.
Ain't happening, Captain.
Browns keep OBJ. They don't keep him, right?
Is he a free agent? I don't know.
I mean, trade him, keep him, cut him.
I mean, if you
they don't need him,
you immediately go to like
you're
the second round of the playoffs. Like
it's less pressure, man. It's less pressure with a player like that. I'm gonna pick.
That's why fans never can understand like when you have a super good dude and you need not on your team anymore and your team is better. People are like, but how would it not help to have another receiver always open every play?
I'm gonna pick Chiefs, but I want the Browns to win. I want to see that.
Mahomes ain't losing to the Cleveland Browns, fam. Let's just be honest here. Patrick Mahomes is not losing to the Cleveland Browns.
I would have said the Steelers aren't losing in the playoffs against the Browns. Now, lose a regular season game, whatever. I don't care. But a playoff game? And we picked the Steelers in here, and you was like, oh, Big Ben. Oh, no, they win by a bajillion. Like,
well, because of the Cleveland Browns.
So, yeah, that's what Juju said.
Fam,
let me tell you someone who's a clown now. How did you become?
It was the other one who said that. Jordan Jumpman brand man.
No, Juju said like the Browns are still gonna be the Browns.
The Browns.
Jumpman.
He said it after.
Clyde Poole, whatever he said. What'd he say? They about to get clapped. That's what he said. They about to get clapped next week.
Right.
I don't know.
Damn, it's Patrick.
If you can score that many points, all you got to do is keep up.
You see in their corner, and they got their two top corners out. They got roasted by Steelers. I have no idea how they won. Fam, you're trying to tell me one of those guys on cover.
Fam, it doesn't matter.
Tyreek and the other one got to cover the tight end?
If you can just keep up with them, that's it. That's all you got to do. And the Chiefs in the playoffs, like I said last year, they were on the bad side of probability. Every single game includes Super Bowl. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs went down 21-0.
Yeah, but their defense is better than people give them credit for.
Not better than last year's defense. Chiefs last year's defense was really good.
Nah, the run defense was terrible. The
pass defense was high. It was really
this
good.
year, they're pretty good both.
I don't know. I don't think it gets enough credit, but
who?
The Chiefs defense this year.
Oh, it doesn't. Chiefs
I'm
not going to say they win easily, but they win.
I got Chiefs.
Come on, fam. Patrick Mahomes against the Browns.
It'd be extremely exciting to see the Browns win, though. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a Browns fan, and I don't like Baker, but I'm
not rooting against the Browns. I mean, obviously, I root for the Browns, but I think the team I picked that I'm going to root for is the Ravens because my stepdad's a Raven fan. I think I'm going to root for the Ravens.
Fam, Browns in the Super Bowl would be insane. That's what that means.
People thought the Cardinals in the Super Bowl was insane. Yes, the Browns get to the Super Bowl, especially with as many people as I know who are from Cleveland.
I remember people when the Cardinals made the Super Bowl, people were like, where do the Cardinals play at? They didn't know what state.
Chicago.
Yes, in 59. What year was that?
I think they might have the most non-Super Bowl championship of any franchise.
Cowboys. I mean, the Cardinals was a franchise before the Packers. I didn't even know that. I looked it up. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think they used to be called like the Staleys or something. Chicago Staleys. It turned into the Chicago Cardinals. Damn, it used to be way different. You used to just be able to sign whatever like local college star was in your area.
Right. And like accountant, plumber. It was like regular people playing football. I remember they were talking about Will Chamberlain, and they was like, you know, a lot of people he was playing against was like actually like worked in the city and stuff. I was like, I believe it. They say one of the teams he played against, the point guard, was like the ice cream shop man. I was like, okay.
I'm not going that far.
Well, that's what I'm not even joking. They showed some stats.
All right, Packers, Ravens, KC for me. I think you picked.
I picked Rams. KC. I picked Rams
and Bills.
Rams, Bills, and KC.
All right.
What's the last game?
Bucks at Saints. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it's hard to beat the same team 3 times, but fam, the Saints
it is extremely hard.
Destroyed them both games. They won the first game like 45-24, and the second game 38-3. And I think Brady threw for like 100 yards.
Oh yeah, that game was awful.
And
that was
had a million turnovers. I'm picking the Saints just because like it's hard to beat a team 3 times unless you fucking dominate them.
Shout out to the homie Lee, but I'm starting to hate the Saints.
He's gonna complain the entire time on Twitter about it, and then the Saints are gonna win.
I should have had the Saints in my hate list a long time ago because that's another team that should probably have about 2 or 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, but see, no one hated him until Breeze got whacked though.
Yeah, but the Saints, the Saints,
and like him using backup quarterback too much.
The Saints never get better or worse. The Saints are just always good. Like, they're always...
No, there were some years when they were whack. I remember.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
No, I'm saying even when Breeze was there was some years
a couple like 8-8,
whack.
9-7, a couple 6 and whatever.
They didn't get super good until they got the defense, which was probably like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe?
Fam, they got Super Bowl against who? When they won the Super Bowl? Against the Colts?
Indianapolis. Peyton Manning threw a pick 6.
Fam, as much as Breeze has the most accolades and numbers and stuff of all time, I mean, besides this, he's modern day Dan Marino, except he has a Super Bowl. I mean, every time I look, oh, he just passed this. Oh, he passed that. Oh, he passed this. I'm like, God dang.
Well, they showed that thing last week where it was like most 300-yard games of all time, and he was number 1 by like 30 games or something.
Yeah, he's who wins?
Which I don't. How the hell is Aaron Rodgers not at more? Or like,
you said he's the most improved player.
Who?
You?
No. Who? About who?
Rodgers.
That's what the last 2 years whack. He is.
He wasn't whack.
But when somebody said Alex Smith, that makes sense. Like comeback player of the year, or whatever makes sense.
His leg barely came back.
No. Fam, they drafted a quarterback in the first round. I mean,
who?
Packers.
Oh yeah. But
so, I mean, that tell like
they didn't do that.
Fam, their teams ain't doing that. I think the highest quarterback the Patriots picked was round 2 or 3 with Garoppolo. I think it was round 2, maybe.
They got Ohio State quarterback going Patriots at 15.
No, that's way too low. Fields to 15
projected. No. I saw it before I left. I was like,
Fields will be like 3 or 4.
But they were saying they didn't think his stock dropped that low, but I think that Clemson game was just Clemson. I don't know if he's not. You know how I feel about Ohio State quarterbacks. So.
No, but he's been good and
squirrely.
He's been good in every game though. Like,
oh yeah, of course, all Ohio State's good in every game. You know? All of them, every single one, every single one. I think every
like
single
really good, like good.
Man.
Not like you put
Terrell
numbers up
Pryor,
'cause you.
good.
Nah, he fam.
Cordell Stewart.
There's a difference in like efficiency of these kids playing the last couple of years and those dudes who we used to think.
All right, who you got winning? Saints.
Yeah,
I got Bucks.
Just because of the way they dominated those two games, it would make the least sense of all football season if like Bucks came out and scored like 35 points in that game after scoring like 27 combined in the first two.
Nah, because the Saints
in a Saints home too in a dome, fam. Come on.
Saints lost 2 or 3 last 3 years at home in the dome playoffs.
Yeah, but not to this team. They've already dominated twice. Like, fam, if it was like 24-20 or 24-17, okay. First game, I'm pretty sure was like 45-24 or something like that, and it wasn't close. And then the second game, like it was like Monday night or whatever. Everyone
Sunday
watched
night
it.
Game, yeah. I was like
38-3, like, and it could have been worse.
Brady,
I think it was 38-3 at like almost like halftime.
I don't see
like
Brady. I don't see Brady allowing that happen. I got Bucks. I got Bucks by a field goal.
I can't. I just can't do it based on the outcome. Based on
being a football team 3 times in a row in 1 year is crazy.
It is, but normally in those circumstances,
never even happened.
The games are close.
Never happened to Brady.
Well, we don't know that. You're just making that up, fam.
It never happened to Brady. Brady's never lost 3 in a row like that to somebody.
Well, he's probably never lost 3. Whatever, because he was with the Patriots. I mean, it's the first year different. Like, who in that division is beating? I think 1 year he got swept by Miami, and 1 year he got swept by Buffalo. But that was it.
I think the Jets too 1 year.
Nah, I'm not going that
Definitely
far.
Miami though.
not going that far.
All right, I got nothing else. Anything else we wasn't talking about? I feel like there was something else sports related, but
you need sports cards when you go to Target, fam. That's it.
Oh yeah, I'm going to Target right now. All right, well, got nothing else. George, you got something? Nope, that's it. Let's sync this. Pow, 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 pow.